Good morning, Ratnakar sir. Sir, just for 2 minutes, sir, we are waiting. We are expecting some more participants, sir. Yes.
Yes, a very good morning to all of you all. We have along with us our today's guest, Dr. Ratnakar. Dr. Ratnakar, a very good morning to you, sir.
Ratnakar sir, your mic is mute.
Unmuted.
Yeah,
Now
Yeah.
it's audible, sir.
yeah, it's audible now,
Good
sir.
morning, ma'am. Good morning, Ketan.
Yes, sir. A very good
And
morning to
all it is
you.
there.
We have along with us the Director of VIVA Institute of Management and Research, Dr. Hiresh Luhar. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, sir. So we start our session, our conference. The topic of conference, as you all know, it's Amritkaal-Vision 2047, Unleashing the Potential in Economy, Management, and Social Sciences. If we just go on to the word Amritkal, this word means golden era. And in year 2021, during the 75th Independence Day, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given this term as Amrit Kal. It means a new growth roadmap for India's next 25 years. It signifies an auspicious time to initiate new endeavors, a vision to create a very prosperous and inclusive India. So this time we have kept this as a topic for our conference. Once again, a very good morning to everyone. I hope you all are doing well, sitting at different places, not only in India, but even outside, to all our participants and the delegates. So, very good morning, and I welcome you on behalf of VIVA Institute of Management and Research. I welcome all the dignitaries, the chief guest of our today, honorable guest, Dr. Ratnakar D Bala, Director of VIVA Institute of Management and Research, Dr. Hiresh Luhar, our dear participants, my fellow colleagues, and all the other attendants. Into our today's event, that is a one-day international research conference, Vishleshan 2024, which every year consecutively we are keeping it, and I think it's the seventh consecutive research conference which we are keeping this year. This is in association with University of Mumbai. The conference has a major highlights, like we have a distinguished guest, the directors from the different institutes, participants from all over the country, from different colleges. Not only from colleges, there are from the different industries. We have received many research papers, and out of those research papers, selected ones would be published into the UGC Care Journal, ISBN Journal, as well as the Scopus and the ABDC journals. The main objective of this conference is to enhance the abilities and the competencies among the teaching fraternities across India, as well as the improvement into the academic performances. We hope that this event brings knowledge, wisdom, intellectuality, and above all, building confidence into the teaching faculties. Now, I would like to introduce our guest. For that, I do request Professor Ketan. Professor Ketan, are you there?
Yes, madam. I'm there.
Yes. So I would like to request Ketan sir to please introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. Ratnakar D Bala. Yes, sir.
Thank you, madam, for giving me this opportunity. to introduce Dr. Ratnakar D Bala, sir. Dr. Ratnakar D Bala, sir, is diplomat Asian countries in Vietnam. Apart from me, the Ratnakar is Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Genovasi University, Malaysia. Sir is also Vice President, VIVA University, France. Sir is member of Board of Director of European Diplomatic University, Republic of Macedonia. Member Board of Director, IIM, Australia. Member Board of Director, IST, Sri Lanka. CUN Director, Academic, IMRF, India. And Editor-in-Chief for IMRF, International Research Journal. Apart from this, sir holds many accolades and higher level of academic degree like DLET and doctorate. Sir, we welcome you on behalf of Viva Institute of Management for this international conference, and we seek your blessings for successful conference we have. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Ketan.
Thank you, sir.
Apart from Dr. Bala, we have other guests. We have Dr. Hiresh Luhar. He is the director of Viva Institute of Management and Research. He has extensive experience into industries as well as into academics. We have along with us our evaluators, Dr. Ashok Luhar. Dr. Ashok Luhar is the director of Indira Institute of Business Management, Navi Mumbai. And along with him, we have another evaluator, Dr. Navsin Mistry. Dr. Navsin, she is the in charge principal of NVM's Mandali's College of Commerce and Science, Jogeshwari, Mumbai. We are all blessed to have you into our conference. Thank you for accepting our invitations. Before we start our session, we take the blessings from Goddess Saraswati. We remember Goddess of Knowledge Saraswati, who is said to be a symbol of victory. So just as we are virtually present, we'll have a short prayer online. So I request Professor Vibhor, so please can you just play that video? Over to you, Vibhor sir.
या वीणावरचन्द्रवर्णितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती
Yes. Now moving ahead, some words of wisdom. And for that, I request our director, Dr. Hiresh Luhar, to please share few words motivating our participants. Yes, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Arti Sharma. Good morning, esteemed guests, scholars, and colleagues. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the International Research Conference 2024. Here, at the VIVA Institute of Management Research in collaboration with University Mumbai and Association of Indian Management Institutes, that is AIMS. Our theme, Amritkaal-Vision 2024, unlocking the potential in economy, management, and social science, aims to explore transformative ideas across these vital areas. We stand at a crucial juncture where integrating innovative research with practical application is more essential than ever. This conference will serve as a vibrant platform for sharing knowledge, fostering partnership, and sparking discussion that drive real world impacts. I extend my thanks to your distinguished chief guest, Dr. Ratnakar D Bala, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Genovasi, Malaysia, Dr. Ashok Luhar, Director, IIBM, Dr. Navsin Mistry, in charge principal, MV Mandali's College of Commerce and Science, dedicated organizing team, and all participants for joining us. Your insights and enthusiasm are key to the success of this gathering. Thank you, and let's have a productive and inspiring conference. Yes, Dr. Arti.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your encouragement and good words. I hope it will fulfill to very high expectations of our participants, sir. And now I move on to our today's guest of honor, Dr. D Bala. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for the invitation, ma'am. And greetings to everyone, and my special respects to Dr. Hiresh, the director of VIVA Institute, and all other dignitaries and guests who are on the platform, and all the participants from different parts of India and overseas. So I deem it as a pleasure to join with you all and this special conference. So the every day thousands of conferences take place across the globe and also in India and in different institutions. But when I say it is a special conference, so this is a visionary conference. When you say Amritkal, as Madam rightly has introduced, or recalled, when Dr. Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister has introduced this word, Amritkal, in 2021. Initially, it was a new word to many people, but it has a centric power with the Vedic strength, and also the very meaning from the Sanskrit tells that it's an really fortune time. So you even you call it, you in all the vernacular languages, it more or less pronounces the word Amritkal with a similar vocal sound, and it carries that this is the fortunate time. So we always have that note of concentration on that fortune time, and it's high time for each one of us here to look into this fortune time, that is these 25 years. And already the 3 years have been finished by now. We have only few, an extent of 22 years is there before us. Why Amritkal 2047? So, as each one of us knows, or everyone knows, in 2047, as we all evidently know, the whole world knows that we will be celebrating 100 years. 100 years of the independence of our country. Naturally, during any milestone, we have different excitements. See, like we said Happy New Year. Even 23 we said Happy New Year. 24 we on January 1st we wished each one Happy New Year, and even in 25 we do. But every individual have a tiny, or in some individuals an a creative resolution, a new resolution for each year. As a country, as a nation, our honorable Prime Minister has set a goal, and to be our resolution, creating uh, something new and big. By now, the steps towards this, I travel across the globe very often, and even sometime before, like a decade and more, like when we say I'm from India, there was a lighter eye. But these days, when I say I'm from India, a lot of respect is also achieved. The transformation is not by one individual, the transformation is by nation. Like our strength in every virtue is making us cross each milestone, and celebrating in 2047 our 100th Independence Day is a big milestone where each individual, you and me, everyone who have gathered here, plays an important role. We need to play an important role. The vision of Amritkal is centered around opportunities for citizens with focus on youth, growth, job creation, and strong and stable macroeconomic environment. With this centric nature, when I saw this title of this conference, it really uh, opened up, or as it truly mentioned, unveiling the strengths, unveiling the potentials. And when we say unveiling, that means there is something already in stone has been, a foundation has been laid. Yes, that foundation or the cornerstone is you and me all together, and today in a bigger unit like Viva, and in a more bigger like our university, in a more bigger unit like our nation. So we are is centrally focused with different uh, opportunities, particularly on youth, with focus on youth growth, job creation, strong and stable macro environment. To say all these things, it's easy, but in practical, business schools and MU institutions play a main role. Viva institutes play a main role, and that our visionary people and visionary director, as from the few words that he spoke, the visionary director, Dr. Hiresh, and all the team are really promoting such international, be it be one day, be it be half day, a platform of disseminating knowledge, shows the sign of the work culture that we all aim for, a better and strong nation. Our focus areas should carry inclusive development, infrastructure and investment, and reaching the last mile also, unleashing the potentialities, green growth, youth power, financial sector. These seems to be like headers, but these are like A to Z of any uh, centric growth. So our inclusive development, starting from individual, in carrying to our institution, and in a broader way to our nation. Infrastructure and investment is a part of the game, but our disciplined focus, our disciplined inclusive development naturally builds the infrastructure. When we say infrastructure, and the focused infrastructure is mainly about the structures, but the the strong structure that we carry, even today, so-called developed countries still say India has a strong educational structure. Our infrastructure starts with that, though it carries an structural meaning, and investment carries a monetary meaning, but our investment is today to many Western countries in the form of scientific knowledge, in the form of technological aspects. In my recent interview at Vietnam with the nationwide TV, when I said that I'm from India, they said that Vietnam is focusing for digitalization, and India is strong in making such things. That filled me so much of happiness that we are counted in the small and big nations. Today, the strength of US is Indian people, and the strength of many countries. And not as a proud thing, but it has been a general floating thing for our Indian scientific group. Like almost all the CEOs of many big companies are hailing from India. Today, the investment is our intellectual strength, of course, have to be interpreted and translated into monetary and structural forms. And many countries have a habit of focusing only a part, but Indian culture takes us to makes us walk till the last mile, ups and downs. We reach till the last mile, and all the students, all the faculty, everyone, including me and everyone, we have to walk till the last mile. Then only our potentialities will contribute to the growth, which of course the technical aspects say green growth. That green growth is a healthy growth, which comes from a healthy mind, and that is the backbone of the youth power, and that finally can be translated into a financial sector. These points together can build a stable macroeconomic environment, which directly is connected to our today's topic, and unveiling the potentialities of economic and social aspects. So, and this conference, I believe, for sure would contribute to the world and the society, and as individuals to a greater strength and the right Amritkal. We are in a fortune period. Let's together use this fortune period, and uh, we can really achieve. Research and development is the backbone of any nation, and that research and development is happening only in institutions of higher education. And proud to say, Viva also. Though I'm there on the platform today, but I heard Viva from many years. And thanks to Ketan for introducing me Viva quite sometime years before, and the other faculty. And like institutions like Viva contribute to research and development. Research and development is the backbone of any nation. You and me are the backbone of our nations. And for sure, this conference would ignite, impart, and inculcate the strength of research and development, and focusing towards the vision that has been set, vision that has been set by our Prime Minister, vision that individually we need to set, and Amritkal 2047 is, or the fortune or the resolutions. I believe these conferences are already carrying, and for sure today's meet would also add value and volume to this Amritkal 2047. I congratulate Viva Institute. I thank the director, and I thank all the team and the team that has invited, and special thanks to Ketan who has introduced me. And I promise my strengths at any time, 24 by 7, 365 days. Even a small drop that could add to the value to our younger generations. Dr. Ratnakar, I remind promise to support. Thank you for inviting me, and respects to all the elders here, and my greetings to all the young generation and the aspirants and all the army in this Amritkal 2047. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. You have rightly said that Amritkal, the Prime Minister of India, who has made a roadmap, and the efforts which are being put up by all the citizens of the country, that has transformed the whole image, not only in India but internationally. Whether you talk about the green growth, whether you talk about the employment, skill development, everywhere it is India which is moving ahead with lot of efforts. They are onto the road ahead. So thanks a lot. Thanks so much, Dr. Ratnakar, for your motivating words. It's not only in this event, but we do look forward for many such events ahead in future. Inviting you, will invite according to the events. So thank you so much. Thanks for sparing your time and associating with Viva Institute of Management and Research. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's a privilege.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, in this conference, now from the welcoming session, we move on to our technical session. Technical session into which we will be having the presentations from the different participants who have put their papers, who have worked a lot onto the topic, the research which they have done, prepared PPTs, have prepared a recording onto those PPTs and presentations. So now we will be having technical sessions 1 and 2. The very first technical session into which our evaluators, I think we have Navsin Mistry and Dr. Ashok Luhar. Dr. Ashok Luhar is there. A very good morning to you, Dr. Ashok.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Yes, sir. So, sir, we are ready with our technical session 1. And our very first participant is Ishani Dwivedi. Ishani Dwivedi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, so to all the participants, what are we doing is we will be playing your 5 minutes recording which you have submitted to us, and at the end of the recording, we will be having a 2 minutes Q&A where our evaluators will be asking the questions based on your research. Okay, and you need to give the answers to those questions. Okay, so Ishani, should we start?
Yes, ma'am. You can definitely.
Okay, so I request Professor Vibhor to please play the recording of Ishani Dwivedi.
Everyone, Ishani Dwivedi this side. I'm going to be presenting our paper exploring gender dynamics, a comparative study across industries. So, first of all, what is diversity and inclusion? So, diversity refers to a range of human differences encompassing dimensions such as
Ishani,
race,
your voice is
ethnicity,
not
gender,
audio.
sexual
Okay.
orientation, socioeconomic status, age, physical abilities, religious beliefs, and more.
Yeah,
It acknowledges the
Vibhor sir, can
uniqueness
you
of
just
individuals
pause? Can
and
you just put
variety
it
of
on a
perspectives
pause
they
for
bring
a
to
second?
society.
Yes, sir. Ashok sir and Navsin ma'am, is it audible to you all? Is it clear? Navsin ma'am
It
and
is not too
Ashok sir.
clear. Unable to understand, madam. What she is speaking?
Okay. So can you use your earphone or something,
Yeah.
the device? Because
Yeah, I'm
Are you
using
talking,
the
Navsin?
earphone, but actually the voice is not clear.
Ma'am,
Okay,
if
disconnect
it
your phone.
is not a trouble, I can present the paper right away. I mean,
Okay,
the call is
no
done.
issues. Is that okay to you, Luas Ashok sir? Can we have a live
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
presentation then? Yes, Ishani.
Yeah,
Yes, you can go.
Okay, okay.
Fine.
Uh,
So we just slides. Would you be playing or on your side, or should we? Like, how would
uh,
it be? You are comfortable.
whatever feels fine for you. I mean, you can ask me to present as well. I can do
Yes,
that.
better it would be that you present from your end.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
Ishani. Fine, fine.
Uh, Hello, sir. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to start with the presentation. So our research topic is exploring gender dynamics, a comparative study across industries. So this presentation is going to be given by me, myself, Ishani Divedi, and my co-author is Dr. Vishleshan. So diversity and inclusion. So in this era and age, for me to explain what diversity and inclusion is, I would say it is not actually necessary. But I will give it a go again. So diversity is basically it refers to addressing the human differences that we have, our ethnicity, our gender, socioeconomic status, age, physical abilities, or sexual orientations. So this is diversity. Uh, uh, inclusion is ensuring all these different groups feel inclusive, feel included at the workplace, and ensuring that they don't feel any sort of division when it comes to their work, when it comes to the task they have been assigned, to create a sense of belongingness at the workplace. That is inclusion. So, what is the importance of DNA? So, I have listed a few over here: innovation and creativity, better decision making, market responsiveness, improved employee engagement, to name a few. So, the industries that we have focused on during this study, but our key emphasis was on manufacturing industry. We are just comparing the manufacturing industry status in terms of gender diversity with all the other industries. So a few of the literature reviews I have mentioned over here, I have only taken and considered the latest literatures that have been published in the arena of gender diversity. So, and Yuan and Javed, this study was conducted in China, and it highlighted the transformative power of gender inclusive leadership in manufacturing. Furthermore, are further studies. If you'd like to go through it, I'll just pause for a bit. So Maslan and Jambalingam 2023, a very recent study. It tells the importance addressing the issue like career development and such in talent retention. Moving ahead, so these are the research objectives for this study to explore gender-specific challenges in talent acquisition and retention across industries, with a focus on manufacturing sector. to understand impact of gender diversity in talent retention practices and organizational performance in different industries, to conduct a comparative analysis of gender specific challenges and talent management practices between manufacturing industries and other sectors. So research methodology. So for this particular research, we have gone with exploratory research design, which combines both quantitative and qualitative methodologies. Primary source of data was a structured questionnaire and a semi-structured interview with HR professionals. We have gone with questionnaire and interviews in this case because we feel like thematic analysis of qualitative of the interview and qualitative analysis of the survey data would be relevant to this research. Uh, Moving further, I know there is a shortage of time, but please bear with me for a bit. Uh, then we have gone for convenience sampling over here because we were targeting mainly professionals who are working in different sectors who are at different levels or different positions in an organization. And we also targeted a good chunk of HR professionals for the interview. Sampling frame, we utilized professional networks, HR association, not exactly, we didn't use HR association because we have created a network over here. Uh, I mean, I have work experience and I have colleagues, I have friends who are working at very good firms in manufacturing, tech, education, and finance sector. So I have utilized my personal networks for the same. Then data analysis and interpretation. So this is going to be, a lot to read. Just I'm going to give you a brief gist of it. So through our study, what we found was that particularly in manufacturing sector, I would say, what happened, what we figured out through the interview we had with the HR professionals who have, experience of a lot of other industries as well. They were very, open about the fact that manufacturing industry poses, very less opportunities when it comes to females. There are significant number of challenges for females. For instance, the position that require a lot of travel are not found suitable. For instance, for if a manufacturing firm is producing some sort of equipment or something, then to make sales for that equipment, the marketers or the salesmen need to travel a lot. But that is not feasible for a female because of the family constraint or societal constraint, something like that. Then there are in other industries. I would just like to put across a statistic over here. Uh, uh, in India, of total workforce, 37% are females. And when it comes to manufacturing giants of the world, for instance, if we take the case of China, they have 60% of their workforce which is female. I mean, 60% of females are included in the workforce. And in India, only 37% is there. And when it comes to manufacturing, the figures are very low. In India, it is only 12% of females are associated with the manufacturing endeavor. So that tells us that we have a long way to go because manufacturing is the backbone of any country because you know uh, uh, you can just figure it out yourself that whether it is usable plastic spoons or big machinery that we build, everything involves manufacturing. So in that respect, for females to be a part of manufacturing is a big deal. Moving ahead, yeah. So comparative analysis, I would like to show you a figure over here. So if you view these two graphs, you can clearly see this is actually the data from ILO stat, that is International Labour Organization. So when it comes to males in manufacturing sector or for that matter any other sector, there are four sectors over here. So in particular, if you look at manufacturing, so the number for males, the number goes upwards of 30,000, and for females, the number is a little upwards of 10,000. So you can figure that as compared to males, only one third of females are a part of manufacturing endeavor, and same goes for actually for every other industry as well. Uh, according to World Economic Forum, we the ranking that we stand at in terms of education attainment, it is 26. But female participation in the workforce, in that ranking we are at 142. So there is a gap. So we are educating our daughters, our children of we are educating them, but I don't know what happens when it comes to pushing them to work, actually utilizing that education. So that is something, we as a country, we as a nation need to work on. The I would like to also let you know why we actually went for this topic, because I was interning at a manufacturing firm, where out of 540 payroll on-roll employees, only 20 females were there, and that too, females were only in administrative roles. Of only one female, that was the CHRO of the firm, was at a leadership position. So that was the case. Okay, 1 degree. Our primary data was interview, then the survey findings. So for all the four industries, for education sector, although we feel like that this is a sector which is dominated by the females, but the case is, the survey takers actually found that the female representation in leadership position is very less in education sector as well, and work life balance is something they are struggling with in education sector. In finance and banking sector, although the participants felt that there is not much of a a challenge when it comes to uh, uh, your your gender diversity, but a gender pay gap is there in finance sector between the two genders. So that is something the finance sector is struggling with. In manufacturing sector, as I told you, a lot of problems are there, safety issues are there, gender biases are there, implicit biases, glass ceiling. Not a whole lot of people, I mean, females are being considered for core engineering profiles. In IT sector, as I have 3 years of work experience in IT sector, so it felt very normal, because I used to work with as many females as I used to work with the number of males. So it felt normal, like it was like a habitual thing, like I was going to school. Although in schools also we felt like uh, gender thing was there, but still, technology sector, I would say, is far better than other manufacturing sector. Yeah, this is the findings of the ILO star data. I'm not going to go through this because shortage of time. Comparative analysis, I showed you the data. There's just this. The trend analysis is there. There is not much difference when it comes to uh, uh, yearly difference, I would say, when it comes to female employment in manufacturing, or for that matter any other sector. A bit of fluctuation is there, but not a huge difference. Mm, yeah, so conclusion, I think I have been very thorough throughout this presentation. Uh, so yeah, the conclusions are basically that the other sectors as compared to manufacturing sector, their state is far better than manufacturing sector. Uh, Manufacturing being the backbone of a country, of any country for that matter. Female employment needs to be increased in manufacturing sector if we want to compete with nations such as the USA, in terms of economy, China, or other countries such as the European countries as well. So some of the limitations are mentioned over here. Sample bias, self-reporting of data could have been there, because and it might be possible that the survey participants that have taken up the survey, they might retract their statements as well. So yeah, and ILO stat data particularly, there might it might be issue that data might be incomplete, or dated data might be there. So that is all about my presentation. I am open to your
Yes,
questions.
thanks, Ishani. Thanks, Ishani. Over to you, Ashok sir and Navseen ma'am.
Okay, Shani ma'am. Okay, Ishani is there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, your research is based on primary data or secondary data?
Sir, it is a mix of both. Primary data, we
Hmm.
conducted interviews with the seasoned HR professionals, and we collected
Hmm.
survey data from close to 100 participants who are actually employed as in all these four sectors. We went for purposive sampling over here because we were actually
Okay,
went in.
okay, okay, okay. Just tell me about your population.
Yeah. So
Tell me about
the
your population and tell me about your sample size.
Yeah, so sample size was close to 100, and population, so participants, 43, close to 43% of people were females, and close to 57% of people were males.
Okay, madam, you conducted research on manufacturing unit.
Uh,
Okay,
no, sir.
right?
No, sir. No, sir.
You mentioned about manufacturing unit.
I have mentioned about manufacturing unit, but the research was including all the four sectors that we have chosen. So, out of
Okay.
the number of participants, majority were from manufacturing sector. A few of them were from your education, finance, and tech sector.
Okay, how many companies you visited
Sir,
for the collections of your data?
yeah, as I mentioned, sir, I for the collection of data, it was a purposive sampling. So I actually utilized my network to because I know a whole lot of people who are employed in different sectors through various social media networks and all, and my personal networks as well. So I actually went for purposive sampling, wherein I actually shared the survey with the individual whom I actually wanted to take the survey, who
So you
I
collected data through Google form or what?
Google Forms.
So is this the right way to collect the data?
uh, because this is an exploratory research, so I felt that this was a right way because a further study would definitely be required in this because not a whole lot of females are there in manufacturing sector.
Okay, what are the challenges normally faced by male person in the workplace?
Okay. Okay. So you must be knowing about Posh. So Posh is there. It is a regulation that has been put in for workplaces, and sometimes in a lot of cases what happens it this regulation is being utilized in a wrong way. That is, if a person is accused under this particular regulation or act, then there is a very little to no chance that the male side of things will be heard. This is again based on statistics, and actually, I in, interned at L&T Technology Services, so I found a case over there that this
Okay,
happened.
okay, madam. If in the male sexual harassment, how the company will address the issue?
So that is the case. That is what I said. There is not a whole lot of heed that is paid to this thing. Under even the posh regulation, only the female side of things is being heard in India, and not a lot of importance is being paid to male side of things. So,
Okay,
if
is there any paid? Okay, madam, is there any paid disparities between the male and female in the manufacturing unit?
Yes, sir. Definitely there are. Because while I was interning over there at the manufacturing firm that is SPL, as I said, 540 employees, only 20 were females, and 20, out of those 20, females were two or three engineers were GETs
Okay,
were there.
madam. Okay. Last question. What are the primary and secondary source of collecting secondary data?
Okay, so secondary data, sir, was collected from ILO stat, wherein I have included the past 5 years of data from.
Listen. What are the primary and secondary source of collecting secondary data? I'm not asking about what is secondary data. I'm asking what are the primary and secondary source of collecting secondary data.
Okay, so secondary data can be collected from census, from such organizations like ILO stat, your World Economic Forum,
Okay, madam. Thank you.
directly.
Next. Thank you, Ishani, madam. Okay.
Yes, Navseen ma'am, is there any question from your side too? Navseen Mistry ma'am.
Navshin is not available, madam. I will see. Okay.
Okay, fine, sir. So we
Yeah.
move to our next participant. And our next
Yes, yes, yes,
participant
yes.
is Neha Seni. Neha Seni's video, which we will be playing now. I request Vibhor
Yeah.
sir to please play the video.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Neha Seni. Today I am presenting a presentation on occupational health measure in chemical industry of Bathinda district of Punjab. Good morning, everyone. Myself Neha Seni. Today I am presenting a presentation on occupational health measure in chemical industry of Bathinda district of Punjab. Sample objectives of the study to examine the health measure awareness among the workers of chemical industry in Bathinda district of Punjab. Another one is to find out the worker satisfaction toward health and safety measures provided by the employer. Sample objectives of the study to examine the health measure awareness among the workers of chemical industry in Bathinda district of Punjab. Another one is to find out the worker satisfaction toward health and safety measures provided by the employer. Sam- Hypothesis for the first objective: workers are not aware towards the health and safety measures at workplace, and the alternative one is workers are aware toward the health and safety measures at workplace. And objective hypothesis for the objective 2 are workers are not satisfied toward the health and safety measures at workplace. Alternative one is workers are satisfied toward the health and safety measures at workplace. Sample design: population can be defined as including all people or item with the characteristic one wish to understand. Population for this study consists of all the workers who are working in the chemical industry of Bathinda in Punjab. Sample size: researcher has selected 200 people who are working in the chemical industry of Bathinda district of Punjab for the purpose of this study. The researcher has selected 4 chemical enterprises and 50 workers from each enterprise as the respondent. Analysis has been done for both the objectives. Work. So the results are workers are aware towards the health and safety measures at workplace, and workers are not satisfied towards the health and safety measures at work. Conclusion: one of India's most significant and rapidly expanding industries is the chemical sector. Numerous job options are available. However, there's other issues facing the workers in these kind of businesses. This study helped me to gain some understanding of the issues and health, safety and health measures. Employers need to train the workers more on health and safety measure. The enterprise should make an effort to provide training every 6 months. This could reduce the number of occupational disease that occur. In order to raise the awareness of health and safety precautions, the enterprise should put put more notice board. It is recommended that the corporation should provide regular health checkups to their workers and maintain proper records regarding health checkups and strong relationship with the medic and hospitals. Thank you.
Uh, Neha Seni.
Yeah,
Just
Neha, are you there? Hello, Neha, can you listen? Can you hear me?
hello. Yes, sir. Sir,
Am
I
I
think she
audible?
has
Am I
got
audible?
disconnected. नेटवर्क इशू है
Okay.
शायद, जिसके
Yeah.
चलते she has got disconnected.
Yeah.
Okay, so I come on to the next participant. ठीक है
Okay.
sir. So we come on to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
next participant, and next participant is Mohammed Mazoom. Mohammed, are you there?
Yes,
Mohammed.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good
Yes,
morning.
yes. So Mohammed, you'll be presenting your presentation, isn't it?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
From your end.
Yes.
Yes, share all your PPTs.
Okay. Jigna is not going to present. Arti madam, Jigna is going to present or what?
Jigna, no. Okay, next participant, I'll
Yeah.
let you know, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so right now we have Mohammed along with us. Mohammed, you can start.
Just a second, ma'am. I'm.
Yes, yes, yes.
एक काम करो आरती मैडम, नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट जो भी प्रेजेंट करने वाला है उसको एडवांस में बोल दो ताकि वो तैयार रहे.
ठीक है सर.
Yeah. Is there any issue or what, Mohammed?
Yeah, sir. The my PPT is not displaying on the screen. I don't know what it's happening.
Okay, if it is not displaying, you directly start. Okay, if you are having in your hand, you refer it and explain it. No worry.
Hello. Are you audible to
Yeah.
me, sir?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. To my guest and all your to. Uh, my name is Mohammed, and my research is on study and analysis the role of advertising in digital India.
Yeah, Mohammed.
Yes, sir.
Just speak.
Yeah. So our research is on study and the analysis of role of advertising in digital India. So the objective of the study to understand the concept of digitalization. So digitalization is the to store the data what we have in our current in our devices, and whatever we have in internet. So the concept of digitalization is to store our data in our backup and all, and the vision of digitalization is to
Mohammed, are you finding any issues? Do you want us to present your PPTs from our end? Mohammed, are you there? सर शायद डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया है.
हाँ, वो लेफ्ट हुआ है.
लेफ्ट हो गया है. ठीक है, तो अभी हम नेक्स्ट पार्टिसिपेंट पे आते हैं. ठीक है, विल टेक हिम लेटर ऑन देन. सो वी हैव अ नेक्स्ट पार्टिसिपेंट Priyadarshan Narayan Shide, and so Priyadarshan sir, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. I am there.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Sir, you will be displaying your PPTs from your end, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sir, okay, you can start now.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. One second, ma'am. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, visible.
Okay. Good afternoon, one and all. Myself, Priyadarshan Shede. I am research scholar of Chetna Hazarimal Somani College of Commerce and Economics, and working as an assistant professor at Sri Narayan Guru College of Commerce, Chembur. This paper is jointly published by me, along with my research guide, Dr. One second. Dr. Mahesh Chandra Joshi. He is principal of Chetna Hazarimal Somani of College of Commerce and Economics. The name of the research paper, title of the research paper is SEBI's role in fostering economic development in India. Introduction. Now, in this, the importance of capital market, right? It is first of all responsible for promoting capital formation in any country. So, capital market facilitates the flow of savings into productive investment, enabling businesses to raise funds to expansion and innovation. Next, again, it is responsible for distribution of capital. They allocate capital to its most efficient use, directing investments towards project and ventures with highest potential return. Again, third is supply of liquidity. Through secondary market, capital markets provide liquidity, allowing investors to buy and sell security easily, fostering market efficiency. And the fourth one is corporate governance and risk management. Okay. The objective of the study is to evaluate the impact of Indian capital market on economic development, to examine the role of regulatory oversight in safeguarding investors' interest, and third one is to identify the strategies for enhancing market efficiency and sustainability. Now, this research is based on secondary data, and it is collected from the annual reports of which have been published by SEBI, and some data is also collected from the websites of NSDL and CDSL. The time frame of this research is for the data ranging from 2018-19 to 22-23. In addition, the study is also based on the secondary data, which is available through articles, journals, and newspaper for reference. The need of the study. The research paper will investigate the pivotal role of Indian capital market in fostering economic development, with a focus on regulatory oversight provided by organizations like SEBI. It also delves into how the capital market facilitates capital formation, investor protection, and financial literacy through initiatives such as investor education program. And third one is additional, the paper will explore the implication of global integration, market infrastructure development, and corporate governance practice on enhancing market efficiency and investor confidence, offering insight in policy implication. Now, first, this I'll tell you the importance of SEBI in capital market. It is responsible for to help promote capital formation, distribution of capital, supply of liquidity, discovery of prices, corporate governance, financial intermediation, risk management, and last is economic development, which is the sub theme of our today's international conference. Okay. Now, in this first table, it shows the grievances which are being handled by SEBI for last 5 years. So, in the second column, you can see the grievances which are being received, and the third column, it shows the number of grievances which are being redressed. So, if you would see, there is minute difference between the grievances which are received and redressed by the SEBI. So it shows that SEBI is very much onto its job of redressing the investors' grievances. Now, in 2018-19, the number of grievances were 42,000, which has substantially dropped down to 34,000 in the year 22-23. See, this is a diagram of that. Okay. See, these are the investigations under various heads which are been taken up by SEBI. Trading, market manipulation and price rigging, takeovers, issue related manipulation, and miscellaneous. Regulatory scrutiny. Then it also handles market manipulation and price rigging activities, which were 84 in 2018-19, which has been increased to 54 cases in 22-23. It also handles takeover related cases, but if you could see, there are hardly any complaints which are been filed for takeover. Then issue related manipulations, instances of manipulation related to issue remain minimal. So while issue, like at the time of IPO and FPO, SEBI is taking adequate measures so that all the data, all the data and information which has been submitted by these companies or the organization to this SEBI are been done in a proper way, and there is no hiding of any information or any false information is been provided. So, ma'am, am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir, you
yes,
are
you are
audible.
audible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. One sec. These are the investigations taken up by SEBI, and these are the investigations which are completed by them. Again, in insider trading, if you could see, the number of completed investigation varied over the years with a notable increase from 19 in 2018-19 to 75 cases in 2023. So the number of cases which were filed under insider trading, it has also increased, but at the same time, SEBI is taking adequate measures to address them in a timely manner. Again, in market manipulation also, there were 31 instances in 2021, which rose to 82. So followed by a slight decrease in 67 cases in 22-23. In takeover, hardly any cases are there. So, see, cases related to takeover remain relatively low throughout the period, with only a few cases completed each year, except for slight increase to 5 in 21-22. For issue related manipulation, there are hardly the minimum cases are been filed. These are the nature of violations which are being dealt by SEBI. So if it deals with PF, UTP regulation, investment advisory, LODR regulation, insider trading, deemed public issues, substantial acquisition, CIS regulation, VCF regulation. So these are the different types of violations which are being dealt by SEBI. So if you could see in year 22-23, there is a substantial rise, right? Earlier years, or even if you could see in case of this COVID year 2021, it was the lowest, but after that only the number of cases are rising, because many cases were which actually took place in this period but were recognized by SEBI in the upcoming years. One second. Okay. So, uh, one second, sir. Okay, see, the graph is over here. One second. Uh, so you can see in the year 2023 there is a substantial rise in the number of cases. Now, the current trend in active now this data is from CDSL and NSDL websites. So it shows the growth trend in active client account and demat value. In year 2018-19, if you could see, there are only like not only it's a huge amount 3 crore 58 lakhs 64,893 891 active account holders, which has substantially increased up to 11 crore 43 lakh 76,872. So there is you can say the number of active clients have risen thrice in 5 years, and this is because of the various one second PPT किधर गया one second ma'am. Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir. Priyadarshik, any issues? Are you there, Priyadarshan, sir? I think he's got disconnected, sir.
Arti madam, call him to connect, reconnect.
I'll ask him.
Yeah, we will not proceed. Okay, call him to connect again.
Sure, sir, sure.
Yeah.
Sir, he's connecting. Just wait for a
Yeah.
few more minutes. Yeah. Yes, sir. I think he has joined. Yes, Priyadarshan, sir. Is it audible? Are you there? Yes, Priyadarshan, sir. Hello. So he is not answering. What should be done now?
Okay. So next.
Next.
Yeah.
Now we have Saili Patil's video will be played.
Hello, ma'am.
Saili,
Am I
are you
audible?
there?
Hello.
Shruti and Saili.
Saili.
Hello, ma'am. Am I
Ma'am,
audible?
Yes, Saili Patil is there.
Wait. Saili
Hello.
Okay.
Patil. Which number is there, madam? Number.
This
Saili.
number is sixth.
six, six now.
Okay. Shruti.
Hello.
Shruti
Shruti Pramod.
Patil. Shruti.
Okay. Shruti
Hello.
and Saili.
Yes, we both.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Wait. Saili
Am I
and
there?
Priyadarshan.
Shruti.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Saili, you just wait. Priyadarshan, we will start with the question answer session right now. Okay. Priyadarshan, I can't hear you. Priyadarshan, your mic, I think so, it is not working properly. Priyadarshan,
I think he's got disconnected again.
right
I'm not able
now,
to see Priyadarshan over there.
yeah, he's there.
Huh, he's there. He's there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Priyadarshan sir, can you hear us?
Okay, we start with the Saili. Okay, Saili, you start. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
A very warm welcome to one and all. I, Saili Patil, Assistant Professor at VIVA College of Arts, Commerce and Science, along with my colleague Shruti Patil, Assistant Professor at VIVA College, are here to present a paper on study on green consumerism in Vasai Virar area. Green consumerism is when a consumer demands products that are less harmful to the environment. In today's world, purchasing goods and services which are environmentally safe have become a trend. Concerns regarding climate change, pollution, resource depletion has increased among the consumer, and so is their impact on the environment. There are certain purchasing behavior practices, such as purchasing organic, locally sourced products, promoting sustainable and fair trade goods, using energy efficient appliances, reducing the use of single use plastic, motivating the use of usable and recycled products, and many more, which contribute to the green consumerism trend in today's world. Our study, which is based on green consumerism, has been conducted in the area of Vasai and Virar, which is from the Palghar district of Maharashtra. The study has been done by collecting primary data by a structured questionnaire. The sample includes 130 consumers from Vasai Virar and Nalasopara area. This study will be useful for the various research scholars who can contribute to such research in the area of green consumerism. The objective of our study is primarily to study the perception and attitude of consumers to a green consumerism. Also, to study the level of awareness, about green consumerism among the residents of Vasai and Virar. Methodology: the study is done by collecting primary data to a structured questionnaire. Purpose: purposive sampling method has been used for the study, and a sample of 130 residents have been collected from the area of Virar and Vasai. For the findings of our research, it will be shared by my colleague Shruti Patil. Thank you.
Hello, this is Shruti Patil. For this study, basic information like gender, age, area, education, employment, and monthly income was collected from 130 residents of Vasai Virar area. Out of them, 55 respondents were male and 75 were female. Their attitude, preference, and perception towards green consumerism is as follows. 42.3% respondent use cloth bag sometime, while 13.8% respondent never use it. 63.8% respondent use LED bulb, and 77.7% respondent use public transport. 45.4% respondent do not segregate waste at all. 36.9% respondents segregate waste as a dry and wet waste, but only 70.7% separate dry, wet, and sanitary waste in separate bin. 55.4% shown the preference for electric vehicles. 64.6 respondents were aware about green labels, and 76.2 of them read the product's label before buying to check if it is environmentally safe. 42.3% respondents were willing to pay more for the green products, while 43.8 respondents were not certain. For conclusion and suggestion, excluding the use of cloth bag and waste segregation, all the respondents have shown positive attitude towards green consumerism habits like use of electricity saving devices, use of public transport, awareness regarding eco-labeling, as well as conscious purchasing decisions. Measures that can be suggested in order to create more awareness among the residents of Vasai Virar area can be summarized as follows. Distribution of recycled cloth and paper bags in public event. Posters, flyers, and banners about green consumerism can be displayed at prominent places. Organization of workshops in school and colleges. Strict imposition of fine in case of plastic bag use. And housing societies should start composting of wet waste, and waste segregation should made mandatory.
Yes, Ailey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you there? Yeah. Shall we
Yeah, you.
start?
Yes.
Okay. So the one thing, how you will motivate the consumer for the green consumerism?
Yes, as you know, our respondents are basically students, housewives, retired, and so I think to approach the students, we can connect to the colleges where we can inspire them or we can encourage them. Also, we can educate them with the use of cloth bags, with the use of going green, and also with the disadvantages of using single plastic, or with the disadvantages wherein everyday practices could lead to green consumerism.
Okay, impact of green product on human life. Tell me about the impact.
Sorry.
What are the impact of green product on human life?
Currently, we are facing problems like climate change, and if we are continuously changing our consumerism is main growth for the GDP. Like every country is trying to promote consumerism. But when we are purchasing products, it is ultimately going to lead to the destruction of environment, which includes climate change and all the degradation part. So that's why it is our duty to encourage and make.
Okay, Siley, what is the percentage of green product in Indian GDP?
Sorry,
India's GDP, what is the percentage? Do you have any idea?
no, sir.
Okay, what is the future of green product?
Future of green products are bright because as you can see here in this survey also, people are environmentally conscious. They know about what are green labels. They check labels, and if the price is not an issue, they are also willing to buy it. And people are like, yes, they want sustainable lifestyle. Awareness is definitely there, and there are many government schemes which are creating awareness, like the solar panel installations, the PM, the Surya Ghar, etc. So people understand why they should go green.
Okay, just give me the 10 product names related to the green.
Sorry, 10 products.
Yeah, 10 product. 10 only just give me 5 product name. The green product.
Okay, so I can't tell you specifically, but I can just tell you the overall products like LED bulbs. They are green.
Yeah.
Then there are AC and refrigerators which are containing energy stars. There are 4 and 5 star ACs and refrigerators. They are green products. Then cloth bags are there, which are again green products. Yes, electric vehicles and yes, all the recycled products, they are also come under the green products. Also the organic vegetables which we purchase, they are also part of the green consumerism. And the good habits like using cycle instead of vehicles, it's also a part of a green consumerism.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Saili. Now we move on to our next participant, and our next participant is Ajay Kumar Pujari. Ajay, are you
Good
there?
afternoon. Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Ajay. So now we'll be playing your video first, and then later on we'll come on to the Q&A session.
Okay, ma'am.
So I request Vibhor sir, please.
A very good morning to everyone. My name is Ajay Kumar Pujari. I am a research scholar, assistant professor, Department of Commerce, Vidyalanka School of Information Technology, Vadala, Mumbai. I am presenting my paper on the topic Driving Sustainable Transportation, a comprehensive analysis of government initiatives promoting electric vehicles in India. Some of the flow of the presentation is this. Global transport sector contributes to 14% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Road transport is a major source of CO2 emissions. You can see from the image which road transport alone is a major source of CO2 emissions across the world. India at the 26th session of the Conference of Parties COP26 to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which was held in Glasgow, UK in November 21. India has expressed to intensify its climate action by presenting the Panch Amrit, the 5 nectar elements of India's climate action. Again, this is one step where India is aiming towards a long-term goal of reaching net zero emissions by 2070. As per the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, sustainable mobility is a concept that aims to provide safe, efficient and environmentally friendly transportation for people and goods. The way we are currently meeting our mobility needs, it is unsustainable. There we urgently need to reduce our mobility dependence on carbon. So to combat this pressing issue, electric vehicles have emerged as a pioneers of sustainability, offering a cleaner and a more environmentally friendly alternative to traditional vehicles. The objective of this study is to provide an overview of the various government initiatives, schemes, policies to promote electric vehicles in India and thus achieve the sustainable mobility. The second objective is to analyze the effectiveness of the government initiatives with specific reference to FAME Scheme 1 and FAME Scheme 2. These are the review of literature. The research design used is descriptive and analytical. The source of data which is collected is from secondary sources such as government reports, policy documents, official websites and press releases. The data analysis has been done on a comparative basis. So focusing on FAME Scheme 1, based on the learning of the FAME Scheme 1, how the government has made changes in the FAME Scheme 2. The key metrics such as EV adoption rates, infrastructure development, and policy impact are analyzed and compared between the two schemes. So, talking about the overview of the Indian EV market, the Indian EV market is currently witnessing a rapid growth with EV sales which is surging by over 45% in 2024 despite regulatory changes. The total EV registration has surpassed 1.5 million units by the end of 2023. The growth in EV registrations have elevated India's overall EV penetration to 6.3%, indicating considerable progress in EV adoption. Now, talking about the significance of the government initiatives, our Indian government has taken so many initiatives in promoting the electric vehicles. These are the various schemes, policies, missions, different initiatives taken by the government of India. Now, talking about the top electric vehicle OEM. OEM means original equipment manufacturer. The two-wheeler segment is dominated by Ola Electric. The three-wheeler segment is dominated by Mahindra, and the four-wheeler segment is dominated by Tata Motors. Now, if you compare the FAME Scheme 1 and FAME Scheme 2, the main objective of the Scheme 1 was to achieve national fuel security with the help of promotion of hybrid and electric vehicles. FAME Scheme 2 was the main objective was the faster proliferation of EVs by cutting down the upfront investment cost. The main objective of both the schemes were different. The FAME Scheme 1 duration was from 1st April 2015 to 31st March 2019, whereas the FAME Scheme 2 immediately started from 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2024. The budget allocated for both the schemes are 895 crore and 10,000 crore. Number of EV supported, FAME Scheme 1 supported 2.8 lakh electric and hybrid vehicles worth 360 crore incentives. FAME Scheme 2 supported 15.36 lakh electric and hybrid vehicles with 6,355 crore incentives. Charging stations in under FAME Scheme 1, 520 charging stations worth 43 crores were sanctioned, whereas in FAME Scheme 2, 2,877 charging stations were sanctioned. How many models were registered under both the schemes? So 13 manufacturers and 39 models were registered under FAME Scheme 1, whereas 50 manufacturers and 221 EV models have been registered under FAME Scheme 2. Now coming to the findings. Of this paper, initially when the FAME Scheme 1 was launched, Indian government was very much ambitious. They have targeted 100% EVs by 2030. But after the implementation of the first scheme, the Indian government has realized that we cannot achieve 100%, but yes, definitely we can lower our target to 30%. So 30% of EVs by 2030. The current rate of growth of EV sales shows that India is projected to witness sales of 5 crore EVs by financial year 2030. A report by Niti Aayog in partnership with Rocky Mountain Initiative, RMI India, analyzes that if FAME 2 and other schemes are successful, then India could achieve EV sales 8 crore EVs, consisting of 30% of private cars, 70% of commercial cars, 40% of buses, and 80% of two and three wheelers by 2030. Also, to achieve this target, the required charging station is approximately 39 lakhs, but currently the number of charging stations are too less. Many state governments have set that targets of achieving 30% EVs by 2030, but still some states have still not announced or defined any such targets for the respective periods. Also, some of the targets of state governments are not well aligned with the one which is projected for India at the national level by Niti Aayog. Now, the recommendations to the government are as follows. The targets and incentives across all the different state EV policies should be consistent and it should align with the national EV sales projection and incentives. There should be clear targets defined for charging stations in different places across the country. There should be at least one charging station available in a grid of 3 by 3 kilometer and at least one charging station to be set up every 25 kilometer on both the sides of the highways or roads. There should be waiver of taxes like road tax and concession on in toll fees for EVs at the central level. Currently, only 6 states, including Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, have waived off road tax on EVs. In addition, additional taxes, cess fees should be levied on polluting vehicles. The government should work with banks and NBFC for inclusion of EV under RBI's priority sector lending, opening up special concessional credit lines for EVs and tax rebates on EVs. Zero emission vehicle, that is ZEV adoption, should be mandated by at least some percentage for the commercial and government convoys. Under the scrappage policy, all 15-year-old vehicles should be mandated to be replaced by EVs. Only then it should be backed through government initiatives. So to conclude the topic, this research paper has highlighted the significant progress and achievements in promoting the EVs and sustainable mobility goals through government initiatives in India. This paper has also identified some key insights and trends shaping the EV landscape in the country. The evolution from FAME Scheme 1 to FAME Scheme 2 signifies a paradigm shift in government strategies with a stronger emphasis on incentives, infrastructure development, and policy coherence. These are the references.
Okay, Ajay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
for the presentation. So, how the EV product will give benefit to middle class family?
Sir, currently electric vehicle, the main disadvantage is that the upfront cost is very high, and the government is trying to call the big players in the Indian market so that the manufacturing happens in India, and definitely the cost can be reduced, and it can be at par with the traditional IC engine, that is internal combustion engine, the petrol and diesel vehicles. So government is trying to reduce the upfront cost. So if definitely if the electric vehicles are affordable, then people can choose rather than going for the IC engines, they can choose for the electric vehicles. And even subsidies are also announced by the government. For example, income tax benefits are given, and various deductions are given for that purpose. So it will definitely be, in the future, it will be definitely the cost of EV will be reduced.
Okay, how the government will regulate the emission standard and the fuel efficiency target in the EV vehicle?
Government has announced at a national level, at the India level, but there are different states. The states also have to be in line with the national goal, because at a national level India is doing perfectly well, but the same has to be replicated by the different states. Every different state have their own policy, and those policies are not necessarily in line with the national policy.
So, what are the major challenges in the EV vehicles?
The major challenges are, first, the barrier is infrastructure development, the charging infrastructure which is there in India. So charging infrastructure, again, lot more work has been done till now, but still there is way too ahead. Infrastructure is a major barrier. In most of the papers which I've reviewed, the charging infrastructure is the most major barrier in adoption of electric vehicles.
Okay, in the electric vehicle, you have have seen the Ola vehicle. So many fire cases we have seen in the Ola. So how the government will motivate to buy the EV vehicle?
Yes, sir. Initially, I guess in 2019, there were news that battery is getting exploded. A lot more cases were registered during that particular time. But that was because of some defects in the manufacturer. But the government has, put some restrictions, and government has put strict, we can say, policies in place. And those incidents are currently not reported that much. So definitely, initially, yes, battery explosion was happening, and people were very much fear ki why we should go for electric vehicle. But now, slowly and steadily, we are improving on that part also, and the manufacturing of battery vehicles, everything is happening in India. So definitely, I can see that it will take a nice demand in India.
Okay, as per your point of view, is this the electric vehicle is good to buy, or we should continue with the this thing, what we can say, petrol as well as CNG vehicle?
Sorry, sir, I couldn't hear you. Uh, can you please
Okay,
repeat?
I'm saying normally, the EV vehicle buying is very costly. Okay, for the middle class family, it is very difficult to buy the EV vehicle. But in spite of that, is it okay? Because normally, if you do the comparison between the EV vehicle as well as there are the cars and bikes are there who is operating through this thing, gases as well as the petrol. So which is, as per your point of view, which is better?
Sir, I think that still, if you personally ask me, I have petrol bike only. I'm also still waiting for this entire, because electric vehicle the market is very dynamic. We cannot expect anything. So if today I'm telling something, tomorrow something new will come. Now electric vehicle ke baad hydrogen vehicles, all the hydrogen fuel cells, they are also emerging markets. So I think we should take some time for everything to settle down, and then we should take a decision. So currently the market is changing a lot, and then we have to wait, and then this market will settle. I think that is my point. I'm also waiting for that
Now the
only.
government, okay,
Yes.
okay. Now the government, it very well. Earlier, this thing, what we can say, 6 and 5 something the criteria, they immediately that they have started this thing EV vehicle,
Yes,
you
sir.
know so why government is doing such thing?
Sir, our Indian government is, basically what other countries have adopted. Based on that,
I talk about the BS6 and BS5 and all, because immediately I think 2 years back they have started BS6 vehicle to
yes,
reduce the emission rate and all, and immediately after that they have started like using all the, we have to use the EV vehicle. So why government is doing this thing?
Sir, because see, the major problem which government is facing is the pollution. So to control that, to reduce our emissions, the global aims, government is trying to bring some standards. So everywhere, they are bringing from BS5 to BS6, and now the main objective I have written is zero emission vehicle. Our government should target for zero emission vehicle, because in electric vehicle also there are different. Some are pure electric vehicles, some are
Ajay,
hybrid vehicles. So
yeah, Ajay, the last questions I understood. Last questions.
yes, sir.
Government is encouraging to buy the EV vehicle. Okay,
Yes, sir.
but that's because of lack of infrastructure. The EV vehicle, charged by the diesel generator. So
Yes.
how you can, think the emission rate and all?
Sir, the major challenge, as I told you, is in India, it is currently the charging infrastructure only. So government needs to, work with the business sector also, the commercial sector also, and plan some, some business models where the private entities also are, doing the charging infrastructure. That the range anxiety among the people should be reduced, because when we go for a long drive, so there is a range anxiety among us. That should be
Okay,
reduced. So
just
that
give me. Okay, Ajay, just give me the two name of the company who is right now involving in the green energy in a mass level.
You mean to say the manufacturers?
Yeah, name of the company, any two company, any one company. Okay.
Tata is there, Tata on. Mahindra is working on that. Electric is there. Ather Energy is there. So
No,
many.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about the answer is the Adani and the Tata. Okay. So,
Yeah.
okay, Arti
हाँ
madam.
सर बोलिए बोलिए
Next. Thank
हाँ
you,
thank you
Ajay.
Ajay Kumar. Okay, so we go on to the next participant, and the next participant is Shabana. Shabana Khan. Shabana Khan, are you there? Yes, she's there. So
Sabana,
first,
एक मिनट wait, एक मिनट हाँ,
sir,
wait.
Varsha ma'am, she is not there. She's not connected with us right now.
No, 8. Okay, next I think
हाँ,
the Lakshmi was there.
ninth.
Not
Lakshmi.
ninth, 8. Yeah, Lakshmi Gupta.
Okay, Lakshmi Gupta. Is she there, Lakshmi Gupta?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Over to you.
after that I will take 10 minutes break. Then again we will start with the new session. Okay, madam.
Okay, one more thing. There is Priyadarshan sir available. So if you are interested, can you just
Okay. Yeah, Priyadarshan is there.
Priyadarshan. Before we move ahead, Priyadarshan
Yes,
sir, are you
sir.
there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am there. Yes, sir.
Okay,
We
what was your
have a
topic?
Q&A.
SEBI.
Yes, sir. Sebi.
Okay. So can I ask the questions on the SEBI? Right?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. And
Okay,
thank
who
you
is the
for
chairman of SEBI right now? Who is
Miss
the chairman of
Madhavi
SEBI?
Puri Butch.
Okay, and when the SEBI established?
Sir, it was established in the year 1988, but it got power in the year 1992. The SEBI Act was passed in 1988.
Okay, how the SEBI will protect the interest of the investor?
Sir, first of all, SEBI can have more educational programs. They have got investor protection fund, which can be used for many investor level awareness program. And in schools, colleges, they are already doing it. More such programs are needed in rural areas, because currently I have gone through NSDL data. It says around 99.3% pin codes are already they have covered. They have got demat accounts in those many pin code areas, but the awareness level is still lacking. So they
Okay,
can
what
have.
is the penalty for the insider trading?
So it is around 25 crores. In India, it is.
Okay. Okay, now how the SEBI will, encourage this thing and promote the corporate governance amongst the listed companies?
So already loader is there. LODAR is already in place, and it is already having this SDD structured database for keeping safe the insider related information. So more such requirements are more such initiatives are required, sir.
Okay, how SEBI will foster the confidence of the local investor?
Uh, how SEBI will?
How SEBI will foster this thing confidence of local investor?
Uh,
How he will boost?
Sir, okay, sir.
How the
Okay. Recently, if you could see, many IPOs and FPOs are coming ahead. So SEBI can have a very stringent guidelines for going through these documents, and also for data which has been published in red herring prospectus. Secondly, if these YouTubers and all these social media influencers are there, SEBI can have a tap on them that they should not release all such videos wherein they are giving recommendations and all. And recently, many of these social influencers were being fined by famous social influencers were being fined, and they can have more strict regulations related to insider trading as well, because there is legal insider trading also which is allowed, but SEBI can have a proper regulation in order to curb these activities.
Okay, can you tell me the rating of the companies, which is the investment grading rating and all?
Sir,
How we can
ICRA.
find it out?
So for
Yeah,
debt funds, it is there. ICRA is there. CRISIL is there. These are the two like major credit rating agencies. Around 6 to 7 credit rating agencies are already there, out of which I am aware about this CRISIL and ICRA. And CARE is also
yeah.
there. Yes, CARE. CARE is
Yes,
also
care is
there.
also there. Yes.
But this is basically for debt funds. For equity, there is no such rating available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normally the SEBI, not the SEBI, the ICRA, the CARE and the CRISIL, they are giving the rating to the companies like triple B plus, triple A plus, and
Yes,
all. On
sir.
the basis of that, yeah, that is depends on the whether these companies are investment grading or not. So on the
Yes.
basis of that, the company can the person can invest the money in that company. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
What is the full form of NSDL and CDSL?
National Security Depositories Limited is for NSDL, and CDSL is
Yeah.
Central Depository Securities Limited. First
So by
CDSL came,
profession,
followed by
so by
NSDL.
profession, you are a company secretary. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. That is why you can give the answer promptly. Okay,
Yes,
very
yes.
good. Say my
Yeah.
regards to your guide as well.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay.
Definitely. Yes, sir. And
Yeah,
sir,
Chet
thank you for
is
reconsidering that there was some
yeah,
network issue because of that event.
yeah. Your guide is I think
Dr. Mahesh Chandra Joshi.
Mahesh Chandra Joshi, Chetna College,
Yes, sir.
principal.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Next, Arti ma'am.
Yes, next we have Lakshmi Gupta. Lakshmi Gupta, are you
Yeah,
there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there. Good afternoon.
Yes, so you can start now.
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, Lakshmi, it's visible.
Okay, ma'am.
You
Myself,
have put your camera also on.
yeah. Camera also you on your camera. All the participants are requested at the time of presenting. Okay, keep on your videos and all. Okay.
is it visible?
Yes, Lakshmi,
Yeah,
it's visible.
Okay. Good afternoon to one and all. Myself, Lakshmi Gupta. I'm Assistant Professor and BMS Coordinator at Anandibai Damodar Kali Degree College of Arts and Commerce. Uh, right now, I'm pursuing PhD from University of Mumbai. My title of the paper presentation is Role of Indian Government in Motivating Financial Planning Amongst the Middle Class Families. Introductions are as follows, that is middle class families backbone to economy. As we all are aware that middle class plays an important role in sustaining and driving economic growth. The stability of the middle class can lead to more stable economic growth. The major challenges faced by the middle class families are education, marriage, home, health, and there are also different government schemes are there to motivating the financial planning among the middle class families as well. The problem of the study is efforts taken by the Indian government to motivate middle class families for financial planning is understudied. My objective of the study are to find out efforts taken by the Indian government to motivate middle class families for financial planning and to understand review of literature in the relevant area.
The finding of this studies are as follows. That is, first one is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. The main objective is to provide access to financial services such as savings and deposit accounts, remittance, credit, insurance, pension, etc. at affordable rates. The benefits are as follows. That is, 1 lakh accident insurance cover and rupees 30,000 life insurance cover for those who opened bank accounts before 26th January 2015. 4% interest per annum on money deposit. No criteria for minimum balance. Money can be transferred to any account in India. Beneficiaries can get money of government schemes directly in your bank account. And last one is overdraft facility up to rupees 5,000 is available after operating bank account for 6 months. Second finding is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, that is Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao. The main objective is the scheme is to meet the education and marriage expenses of a child girl. Benefits are the account can be opened and operated by a parent or guardian as soon as a girl child turns 10 years. Up to 50% of the balance can be withdrawn to meet educational requirements of the girl after she turns 18. Money can be transferred from one authorized bank to another or from post office to an authorized bank and vice versa. The last benefit is offers an interest rate of 8.6% and provides income tax benefits. Third finding is Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. The main objective is to renewable insurance scheme offering life insurance coverage of rupees 2 lakhs on death. Two other schemes are also there, that is Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana and Atal Pension Yojana were launched together. Benefits are the death benefit will be received by the nominee. The cover is for 1 year, that is from June 1 to May 31st. It can be renewed every year. Life cover of rupees 2 lakhs is available at just rupees 330 per annum. Fourth one is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. The main objective is to provide refinance agency limited, that is Mudra, is an initiative designed for non-corporate, non-farm sector, micro and small enterprises whose credit needs are below rupees 10 lakhs. Their benefits are as follows. That is, Mudra loans can be availed for vehicles like commercial vehicle loan, car loan, and two-wheeler loan. Business installment loan for working capital requirement, buying plant and machinery, renovating offices, etc. It also provides business loans, rural business credit, dropline overdraft facilities, and working capital loans. Repayment of the loan is as high as 7 years. Next finding is Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. The main objective is to provide free of cost health cover benefit up to 5 lakh. The benefits are as follows. That is, first one, to provide a health cover of rupees 5 lakh per family on a family floater basis. Second one, it includes secondary and tertiary care. Third one, all pre-existing diseases are covered. And the fourth one is beneficiaries can seek health care from all empaneled private and public hospitals. And the last finding of this study is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. The main objective is to provide credit-linked subsidy scheme by the Government of India to facilitate access to affordable housing for the low and moderate income residents of the country. The benefits are maximum income covered to avail scheme, that is 18 lakhs. Maximum home loan subsidy is 12 lakh. Maximum tenure of loan is 20 years. Maximum subsidy in interest is 2.67 lakhs. Housing development in every corner of the country, and eco-friendly homes and eco-friendly material to the middle class families. And my conclusion of this study is financial planning includes budgeting, insurance, mortgages, investments, taxes, and retirement planning, etc. Overall, the government of India has been taking efforts for helping the middle class families for getting financially secured by introducing many schemes or yojanas. However, these schemes or yojanas will be more effective only when it reaches out to the maximum deserving people. Thank you so much for this platform.
Okay, Ms. Lakshmi. So why you choose this topic for the presentation?
So 1 minute. Some error is there. 1 minute. Sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, for choosing this topic, I have two reasons. First one is I am a PhD student, and this topic is related to my PhD topic. And second one is I am belongs to middle class family, so I can relate to this topic very well.
What is your title of this study?
Uh,
Your PhD title.
an analytical study on middle class families to meet future challenges in Mira Bhender.
Okay, what are the limitations of your study?
This limitation actually it's basically on middle class families, so we can do on lower middle class and middle class as well.
Okay, just tell me about the major challenges normally the middle class families are facing.
Actually, sir, the middle class families are actually facing the major challenges are related to their educations, medical emergency, their housing, marriages.
Okay,
Uh,
then how do middle class people save their money and the role of their homemaker for the saving of the money?
Acha. For saving of the money, they can plan their financial as a way so they can save their money and invest their money to saving account, fixed deposit, cheat funds, and the homemaker can help their family members to prepare a proper budget and save their accordingly.
Okay, in your PPT presentation, you have shown the six schemes, total
Yes.
six schemes.
Yes.
So, which schemes, as per your point of view, is good?
In my presentation, I am showing six finding of this study, and six schemes are very useful for the middle class families as per their need and requirement.
Okay, so what are the primary and secondary source of collecting secondary data?
Sir, for this, I would like to give with an example. Is it okay?
Yeah.
For example, if I visit a company that is XYZ company and collect their data from the company, then it is a primary source of collecting data. And if I'm collecting that data from the other sources like internet, etc., then it is a secondary source of secondary data.
So, what do you mean by citation?
Citation means acknowledging the works of sources of information used.
And what is the difference between the bibliography and the references?
References are used within the text to acknowledge specific sources, while a bibliography is a comprehensive list of all consulted during the research process.
Okay, last questions. If your sample size, if your population is unlimited, okay, so how you will define your sample?
Um, According to formula of Morgan, we can define the sample as 384.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, Arti madam.
Yes, sir, बोलिए.
Yeah, we will take some break. Okay, then after we
Sure,
will
sir.
start. And just give me
So
the
by
just
what
give me
time?
the now is 1:05 na? We will start by 1:25. Is it okay? After 15 to 20 minutes. Is it okay?
1:25. Okay, so I
Yeah.
request all the participants to connect again at 1:25. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine, sir.
टेंशन ही आ गया वो बंद हो गया तो मैंने ना ध्यान ही नहीं दिया इस पे कि चार्जिंग पे
Hello. Yes, Ashok sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, sir. Yes, Ashok sir, should we proceed then?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ashok sir,
Huh.
actually, the next participant is Shabana.
Okay.
Okay, so as she is not available right now, what we are doing is we are taking the next participant, and the next participant is Professor Ketan Rabhadia. Okay, sir. So I would request Professor Ketan to please present.
Thank you, Arti ma'am. Myself, Ketan Rabhadia, currently associate VIVA Institute of Management as assistant professor. Topic of my study is redefining saving and evaluating mutual fund investment. Choice for
Okay,
select.
Ketan.
Yes,
Ketan.
yes, yes.
Go go little slow.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. The topic of my research study is defining saving and evaluating mutual fund investment. Choice for salaried working opting out for provident fund. So the reason I'm doing this study of mutual fund in PF, these are the table of the content, introduction, major literature review, objective hypothesis, research method, and analysis in which I have done after that recommendation, conclusion and differences which I have used over here. Coming to the introduction, sir, the reason I took the topic of the study on different saving and evaluating mutual fund investment choice for salaried workers, opting out for provident fund dwells into changing saving patterns among the settled workers, focusing on the trend of opting for mutual fund investment instead of traditional provident fund. The study also aims the viability and effectiveness of mutual fund as substitute for provident fund and provide insight into factor driving in this shift in saving behavior. Also, my paper highlight the rational finding behind the study is like emphasizing the need to understand motivation driving individual to reconsider their saving and investment strategies in constraints of evolving financial priorities and market dynamics. Also, have reviewed existing literature covering the study that explore various aspects of mutual fund investment, provident fund, and factor influencing investment decision among the selected employees. So these are the major literature review which I have found from Bharatwaj sir. Bharatwaj sir says evolving landscape of retirement planning among the salaried workers. Gupta ES 2019 says it focused on competitive analysis on mutual fund and provident funds. Patel A also said the same, investigate of regulatory affairs in market dynamic. Sharma K paper focus on understanding perception and attitude of salaried workers toward mutual fund investment. Seeing M paper offers insight into performance and effectiveness of mutual fund scheme in meeting of long-term financial goal and salaried employee. Verma P focus on the role of financial advisors and investment professionals in guiding salaried employee toward the optimal investment choice. So these are my objective of research. First, to assess the sustainability and effectiveness of mutual fund investment options, alternatives from provident fund for salaried employee, opting out for traditional savings scheme. Second is to analyze the factor influencing salaried workers' decision to opt out of mutual fund investment over the provident fund, including the risk tolerance and investment objective goals and financial goals. The hypothesis which I have set to the study is that to understand the significant difference between long-term financial outcome, which refers to return, wealth, and accumulation between salaried workers who opt for mutual fund investment and those who remain invested in provident fund. And same for alternate hypothesis, salaried workers who opt for mutual fund investment or provident fund will explain the significant higher long-term financial return and wealth. These are the research studies, sir. I have prepared a user accessibility model over here with one-way chi-square analysis, in which I asked the question regarding suitability and effectiveness, factor intelligence decision, their risk tolerance level, what are the invested objective, what are the financial goal, long-term financial outcomes, comparative analysis if they have done. And after this, I have conducted the with Google from 100 salaried employees with non-proprietary convenience sampling technique, and we use SPSS 26 to understand the result of it. After that, we identified that most of the p-value was below zero point 0.5, and the study suggests that 70% of the respondents underscored the importance of sustainability and effectiveness in mutual fund investment, and while 75% emphasizes significance of factor influencing decision. Additionally, sir, 80% respondents highlight the risk tolerance and 90% express preference based on investment objective. However, only 60% of people consider financial goals significant. Nevertheless, 85% emphasize long-term financial outcome. Furthermore, 72% of respondents prioritize comparative analysis and 77% of emphasize various investment choices. Lastly, 81% of respondents agree on the importance of easy navigation in mutual fund investment choices. So, this finding underscore the diverse preference and priority of salaried employees regarding the mutual fund investment, highlighting the need for tailored investment option to meet the individual effectively. So these were the recommendation made out of the study. First, there was need of financial education and awareness program, so the employee can be get proper awareness where they should invest rather than investing in PF, which will giving them 8.50% of return as per financial year 2023. But if we check the mutual fund, it has given more than 20% return. And also personalized financial advice, since many people are getting into role of financial advisory, this can be also a good profession for the people. Also helping people into making dynamic even investment portfolio, not only to mutual fund limited, but they can also invest in stock bonds to mitigate risks and maximum return. Also, I have also a regular portfolio rebalancing also necessary, but because as when we invest into market, it is always related to the risk. So rebalancing and portfolio reviews were compulsory. Again, continuous monitoring of regulatory challenge. It is very important that to stay updated with regulatory affairs. Considering the tax implication, yes, PF also give tax exemption, which also give tax exemption. If we can use it wisely, we can get better investment outcome of it. Also, when we do any investment should be long-term perspective only. If we invest for short term, then there is no return. But if we are investing for long term, definitely it will give you a good return. So this was the conclusion of my study. The conclusion of after finding my case study, the conclusion is that research finding emphasizing the viability of mutual fund investment as an alternative to the provident funds and the importance of understanding individual preference and tailoring investment option accordingly. Recommendations are also provided to help the selected workers to optimize their saving investment portfolio for longer term prosperity and security. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Ketan.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
now, can you tell me the types of provident fund?
Sir, currently the study of provident fund is employee of provident fund is there, sir. Then
There are,
EPF is there, sir. EPF is there.
yeah,
Public provident fund is there, sir. So these are the some type of provident fund, sir.
yeah,
If I
EPF
want
is
to,
there. Then
yes,
the,
yes.
okay, normally in the government, which provident fund is working?
So normally in the EPF is working, sir. Employee provident fund.
GPF, Government Provident Fund.
Yes,
Okay, now, so where is the office established of the Provident Fund in India? The main HO, head office.
sir. Main HO is in Andheri, sir.
New Delhi. Okay, now, can you tell me the five name of the mutual fund with 3 years return?
Yes, sir. ICICI Security Advantage Fund, SBI Security Advantage Fund G, and Mirai Asset Hybrid Fund H, and HDFC Fund. Yes, DSP BlackRock Mutual Fund, sir.
Okay, so what factor normally motivating to the employee to convert their saving, hardcore saving from Provident Fund to mutual fund?
Sir, very important is that they are in return, sir. See, if we invest into PF, we get only 8.15, but if they invest into long-term perspective in mutual fund, they definitely get more than what PF is giving, sir. So there is a very poor awareness between the people, as they fear of market, whether it's a market, it is market-related investment. So, sir, return is the first factor which motivate them.
Yeah, Ketan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, now, normally who operate mutual fund?
So fund manager operate mutual fund. There is an AMC, asset management company, who collects the
Yeah.
pool of money from the investors, and then they invest that fund into different sectors like IT, health, pharma, and based on the market performance, they also relocate the fund and they design the mutual fund of it, sir.
Okay, normally for the middle class family, for the middle class family, normally what they believe, they are believing in the, you know, constant rate of interest and all, because normally in the PF normally 8%, 8.15% rate of interest they are getting. In the mutual fund it is highly risk oriented because it is deals with the equity market and all. Okay, for the longer run and for the shorter run, which is better?
Sir, ICFC Pro Advantage Fund G, SDFC Pro Advantage Fund
Sorry,
G, hybrid,
wait,
hybrid fund.
Ketan, understand my questions. For long run and for the short run, I am differentiating between the PF and the mutual fund. Which is more better?
The mutual fund is more better, sir.
For longer run or for the shorter run?
Sir, for longer run, mutual fund is better, sir. Because mutual fund has a power of compounding which PF don't have, sir.
And for the shorter run?
The shorter run, any investment or specific in that PF can also be done, sir. But for longer run, I will strongly suggest mutual fund only, sir.
So what are the challenges and the risk associated with the mutual fund?
So there are challenges and risks associated, but mutual fund also offers a hybrid option where we can decide equity ratio and debenture ratio, and with this we can combination we can give get effective return over it, sir.
Suppose if you're having 10 lakhs in your hand, okay, and your age is 50 year, so where you
Yes,
are
sir.
going to invest your money? In the equity market, in the mutual fund, in the mutual fund, in the PF or the bank FD, where?
Sir, I will invest into liquid mutual fund.
Okay. What do you mean by liquid mutual fund?
So liquid mutual fund is a type of mutual fund. It is basically used for parking money. So if my age is 50, it also means I am not able to take more risk. So being in this liquid fund, I can also get good rate of return because it is just parking. Nothing extra will be deducted for it. If it is a loss will also be not impacting me. And also if there is return, I will get the part of it, sir. And it is also better than
Okay,
what
last.
PF gives. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Ketan, the last questions. Just tell me the one mutual fund who has given the highest return in this academic year, in this financial year.
So Mirai Asset Mutual Fund has given 43.5% of return in this
But there
academic
are a
year.
mutual fund who has given more than, I think, 90% return.
Sir, on middle class level, sir, I'm telling 43.5%, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ketan.
Thank
आरती मैडम 2 मिनट वेट करना.
Fine, sir.
Who is the next?
Yes, next participant, we have Palak Joshi.
Palak
Yes,
Joshi.
Palak Joshi. She is from the students
Okay.
category.
Yeah,
Yes,
Savannah is there or what?
no, she is not there. She hasn't joined up till now. Okay, so we
Yeah.
come on to the next participant, that is Palak Joshi. Yes, Palak.
Yeah, Palak. Yeah, start.
Okay. First of all, good morning, good afternoon to one and all presented over here. I would like to thank our director, sir, Arti ma'am, Ketan sir, and all the faculties and judges for the wonderful conference. So, as our
Okay,
today's
okay. Palak. Okay, just switch on your video.
She has already switched on, sir.
yes,
You want to see the presentation? What do you want? Ashok, sir.
Yeah, now see, now the switch on. Okay. Yeah, Palak. Start.
okay, as our today's theme was Amritkaal, unleashing the potential in economic management and social science. So, as we all are aware about, entrepreneurs plays a crucial role in Amritkaal. So, my today's topic was based on the entrepreneurs itself. Is my slide visible, sir?
Not visible.
Okay. Sir, now?
Not yes, visible. Yes.
Okay.
Ashok sir,
Okay,
आप
sir.
mute पे हो sir.
Okay, so the topic today's topic is a study on India Mart in shaping successful entrepreneurs in Palghar district in the state of Maharashtra. So introduction part is in this we have tried that to identify how India Mart is helping the entrepreneurs in shaping their career, and out of which we get the outcome that it is identified truly India Mart is in a term ongoing scenario whether the entrepreneurs are satisfied with India Mart or not. And lastly, we have seen that India Mart are growing. It is mandatory to see that entrepreneurs are also growing with it or not. The next is a literature review. We have seeken help from all of particular this articles that scholars such as Gupta, Kulkarni, and Patil, Jain, and Shayan Singh and Chauhan. Basically, we get inputs of that. And the problem statement which we have seen in the era, we all know that we are transforming digitally and economic globalization. The role of online platform is fostering entrepreneurship has become increasingly prominent. So out of this platform, India Mart is stand out as a leading online marketplace, facilitating business interaction across various industries. However, while the impact of such platform on entrepreneurship has been studied that in a broader context, that the specific role in shaping successful entrepreneurs at the regional level, like particularly we have chosen areas in like a Palghar district in Maharashtra. Our hypotheses are based on this, and there is a significant relationship between utilization of India Mart and succession of entrepreneurs in Maharashtra. And alternative is significant positive relationship between the utilization of India Mart and the success of entrepreneurs in Maharashtra. So the nextly we have collected this data based on which we have seen that the collected data from 65 entrepreneurs using questionnaire non-probability convenience and sampling technique was used for the current study. Both primary and secondary data are used, and under that SPSS 26 we had used for the present study, and method applied our analysis in one way square test. Nextly, we had found out that 70% of the respondent are agreed that they are aware about India Mart as a modern platform among entrepreneurs, and 75% of them are not aware as a, and basically we can say they are aware about a traditional platform more than a India Mart, and 80% of them are trending product availability in India Mart, and 90% says that this is their favorite mode as a commercial platform. 63% are business risk in India Mart, and 85% of respondents have investment return expectation out of which, and 72% of them are considered not to be financially independent. 88% of respondents emphasized that commercial preference awareness session which will help them to opt for better investment preference. Nextly, the solution we are giving that is India Mart should connect with local shop vendors, kirana shops for the direct sales under their SIP model. And nextly, they have to set location preference to get the leads from the local at the priority chart, as the tagline says, vocal for local. And scope of the study is we have a major point including entrepreneurial dynamics, platform impact, and policy recommendations. So the next is the limitations are three, that we have a geographic scope, sample size, and time constant. Lastly, the conclusion we get out of it is that literature reviewed herein provides complaint evidence of India Mart instrumental role in shaping successful entrepreneurs in the state of Maharashtra by facilitating market access, fostering innovation, and enhancing operational efficiency. India Mart improves entrepreneurs to thrive in a competitive business environment. However, further research is warranted to explore the effects of India Mart on different strategies for maximizing its effect on economic development in Maharashtra. So, and nextly, we have taken the reference from this particular website. So, sir, basically, this is what.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Palak. So you're a student. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm asking, uh, can you tell me any one story, success story of entrepreneurs in the Palghar district related to the India Mart?
Yes, sir. So while collecting data, I had observed basically जब हम data ले रहे थे, right? तो like one local vendor who is selling pani puris basically. So उनको ना एक particular requirement थी कि उनको 100 packets per day चाहिए थे. So वो जहाँ से जो wholesaler से वो लोग ले रहे थे, तो they are not able to give them like 100 packets. So उनको 2-3 local vendors से connect करना पड़ रहा था. So after that he has told me कि उन्होंने इंडिया मार्ट पे मशीन देखा कि हाउ दे आर सेलिंग लाइक उनके पास वो मशीन था इंडिया मार्ट से उन्होंने मशीन खुद परचेज किया एंड नाउ ही इज अर्निंग इन अ पानीपुरी आल्सो एंड ही इज मेकिंग इटसेल्फ लाइक वो मशीन वायबल था तो वो अपने छोटे से वर्क प्लेस पे भी रख सकते थे उसको लाइक छोटा गोडाउन वगैरह सेटअप करके सो बेसिकली उनकी जो रिक्वायरमेंट थी
Okay.
वो इंडिया मार्ट से फिनिश हुई उनकी
Okay. So, what is the role of India Mart on job creations in Palghar district?
सर बेसिकली जैसे हमने ऑब्जर्व किया है तो उनका जो ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटी है वो वैसे वो उनको मतलब प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं उनकी
ठीक है. Okay.
ट्रांसपोर्टेशन
Job.
फैसिलिटीज में
Mhm. Okay. Okay. What are the key benefits and the challenges normally faced by entrepreneurs when they are associated with India Mart?
सर बेसिकली चैलेंजेस इज दैट कि उनको जो जो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को लाइक उनको जो मशीन की नीड है ऑपरेशनल उनको जो मशीन की नीड है तो वो उनको लाइक मशीन जो प्रोवाइड करता है उनको वो वे में नहीं प्रोवाइड करता जो वे में उनको चाहिए उनके पास जो ऑलरेडी है मतलब कोई और वेरिएंट अगर उनको चाहिए तो वो ऐड करके नहीं दे सकता इंडिया में
Okay. Can you tell me the functioning of India Mart?
functioning basically the functions like जो उनको प्रोवाइड करते हैं वो दे आर फंक्शनिंग इन बेसिकली द वे कि उनको जो जो नीड आई जैसे उनके पास कोई लीड आई एंड इफ एंटरप्रेन्योर्स वांट कि मैन्युफैक्चरिंग टू मतलब मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोडक्ट है को इंडिया मार्ट तो उनका इंडियन मार्ट का जो प्लेटफॉर्म है वो होलसेल है बेसिकली तो वहाँ लोकल वेंडर से उनको नहीं मिल पाता है जो इंडिया मार्ट पे मिल जाता है
ठीक है. Okay, Palak. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Palak. Now, next participant, as we are moving ahead with, is Monica Rajput. Monica Rajput, I think she's not here. So we go on to Aksita. Aksita
Akshit.
Thakkar.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes, Aksita Thakkar. So
I'll just share the screen with the.
yes.
Yes. Yeah, I hope, sir, I'm audible clearly and the slides are also visible.
Yes, Aksita.
Okay.
Visible
Thank you
also
so much.
as well as audible.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So as the products are made in the factories, brands are made in the mines. Good noon, everyone, the expert, the colleagues, the participants, and the organizers. I thank organizers to give me a chance and opportunity to present my paper at Vishleshan 2024 on the title and study of consumer online engagement through chatbots. This paper has been authored by myself, that is Akshita Thakkar, a research scholar and assistant professor at Parul University, along with Dr. Bijal Zaveri, Dean Director at Faculty of Management Studies. Before I proceed the deep dive in the research area, would like to discuss like in brief about the two main dimensions of the research title, that is the customer engagement based on online platforms and the chatbots. So when we talk about this online customer engagement, that is more concerned with how and brand will engross the consumer and the customer both on their digital platforms and with the help of the chatbots. So basically when we talk about the customer engagement, it is to give the human to human connection on the digital platforms and recently, not recently, but the great step that we can see, like in this election times, there had been a voter application where I have also attached the the screenshots of that for an example. There also we have been incorporating the chatbots, and in that chatbots we have been having a very interactive protocol, like the algorithm mentioned, where the people who get onto the voter applications can stay there and can proceed. Now
Okay, Akshita,
moving on to
Akshita,
the
Akshita,
yes
Akshita,
sir,
listen.
yes sir.
Arti madam, Arti madam, आरती
हाँ सर, बोलिए बोलिए।
आरती एक थोड़ा इमरजेंसी है, मेरे को 10 मिनट के लिए फ्री होना पड़ेगा, प्लीज।
अच्छा अच्छा, तो बाय
ठीक।
द टाइम आई
हाँ
थिंक
एक
नवसीन मैम इज देयर, कैन आई
हाँ तो
कंटिन्यू विद
नवसीन,
हर?
हाँ 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 हाँ
ठीक है
नवसीन से
सर।
कंटिन्यू करो, मैं ज्वाइन करता हूँ, ठीक है ना? या
ओके सर, चलिए, थैंक यू। नवसीन मैम।
Yes, madam.
मैम
Yes.
प्लीज। यस।
uh,
यस
Ma'am, should I
कंटिन्यू।
continue?
यस कंटिन्यू।
Thank you. So, yeah. So, like the objectives to the study was to look for the literature in the area of customer engagement through chatbots, through the bibliometric analysis, and we also try to find out the factors, like the initial motivation to go ahead with this research was to find out whether this chatbots on different sites, applications, and communities help the brands to actually give the human to human connection, and is there any benefits that has been passed on. So while the analysis, like while the survey was going on, we could successfully find that yes, these chatbots were actually very helpful to the consumer and the customer base. And like along with that, when we went through that, what are those key factors which actually convince or which influence the consumer and customer base to through this chatbots on the different sites or applications, we could find out five such components. So as in when we go to the analysis, I would share the five top components. We went with the bibliographic representation, where the abstract, document type, general were excellent. From the database, the like author and the cited references were good, and corresponding authors were acceptable. Now the data information was with the time span of 2001 to 2023. This is, I'm only talking about the Scopus database in relation to the online customer engagement and chatbots. And we had the source of 1345 with the documents of 7869. Now the motivation to go with this kind of analysis was because we have a lot of data, and sometimes it becomes very difficult for us to understand and to identify that the research which we are doing, and to give a theoretical back, it is very important. So by the help of this bibliographic and bibliometric analysis, I could firmly state that the analysis done or the research done in this area would be valuable. Further, we could find out the graph of annual scientific production, where we could see that the like articles published in this area were highest in the area of in between 2021 to 2023, which is almost, if we can see here, it is around 2022. Then we have the three field plot, where we get the complete details about the authors and the country they belong to, and the title, or I specifically will say the area which we have given the constraint and their relationship along with that. Then we have the source. Now this source tells us that the title or the component, the main dimensions, the engagement and the chatbots, in which journal they have been more focused, or which journal have been taken those titles into more consideration. So there is top three journals, or top five we can see here: Journal of Business Research, Journal of Retailing and Consumer Services, Sustainability, Frontiers in Psychology, Computers in Human Behavior, and Internet Research. The further we have the Barford's law. Now this law helps us to know that the dimension which we are looking forward, along with the rank and towards the number of articles published, is this dimension is into the core, or it is in zone 1 or zone 2. Normally when we go with such analysis, Barford law says that if it is into the core source, the title is worth going on with the more research, and there is a lot of scope of research in that particular dimension or the topic. So here we can see we are in the core source and not in zone 1 and zone 2. Then we had the Lotka's law, where we see the author productivity through that law, where we see that how the frequency of the publication to the papers in ratio of the authors have been taken place. Okay, moving on to the research methodology. The source of data was through the quantitative analysis, and we had been framed a questionnaire along with the structured questionnaire was framed. The population was taken from the Vadodara, Gujarat, active internet, Facebook, and mobile application users. The sample design sampling method was convenient sampling method. Sample size was 400 respondents. We took it 400 because by the Cochrane's formula sample size we could derive 384, which is a standard for the management area, and we took it 400 because if in case we have certain factors or certain responses which give the linear response, so we have the data to cover up and to give the accurate or near to accuracy this analysis. We went with the factor analysis. Here we frame the hypothesis to the identity matrix and the intercorrelation matrix to check whether the data is fit for the factor analysis, and we with the Kaiser-Meyer-Olkin measure, that is KMO analysis, we could come across that the data is fit because the value is 0.941, which is nearer to the 1, and which indicates that the data is good and fit for further analysis. Thereafter in the same test we could also get Bartlett's test, that is the significance value was nearer to the 0, that again indicates that it is less than 0.05, the null hypothesis will be rejected. So here my identity matrix and intercorrelation matrix are not same, that means that they are different. So my alternate hypothesis is accepted, and hence now because of the acceptance of alternate hypothesis I can proceed further for the factor analysis. We have the eigenvalues from the all the given data. I think this is cut short, so we are not able to see all the components, but there are more components, and out of that we are able to get the 5 best fit, the one which I have highlighted here. Here is the rotated RCM, that is rotated component matrix.
Akshita, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but you need to wind it up. No, the time.
Okay, ma'am. Just
You need
1
to
minute,
take
and I'll wind it up. Yes,
Sure.
ma'am. Yeah, so these are the all components. Then moving on to the suggestions, we could find out that there is a lot of scope, and like in concern with the chatbots and the customer engagement. But what we could find is that there are chatbots available on the sites, applications, but they are not always active. There are some bugs, technical glitches, which gives, instead of giving a user friendliness to the consumer and customer on like online service, it is becoming a glitch and it is giving problems to the customer, which may turn around the table for the brands. So they need to take care. If they are also introducing it, it should be with proper technical support, and there should be some more engaging part, like a chatbot cannot only be there for solving the queries of the customers, but it should also give the some games, or taking it to different page, directing it to the different page easily. So in that way we have one brand who does it very well, that is on VI, Vodafone and Idea. They have initially started with the chatbot for teaching English. Same we have it with Google also. They have started with the online interviews, where Google chatbot will take the interviews for the preparation of the candidates to appear for the different set and level of interviews. And the last slide. Yeah, the future scope, there is a lot of scope in this area because we can look for the research in different diversified markets, different culture, and different set of cities also. Different communities can also be studied, different brands can also be taken and compared. Yeah, so that is how the complete research was done. Thanks.
Yeah,
These are
thanks.
the references, and thank you.
Yes, Navsin, ma'am.
Yes. Congratulations, Akshita.
Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
presentation. Madam, you have run a principal factor analysis test, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that was consisting of what number of statements?
Ma'am, we had taken 40 statements because when we started with this area, we were actually not sure that this chatbots are contributing towards the betterment of the brands and the business or organizations or not. So we wanted to go with first PCA, and then we thought that we'll go with EFA and then CFA. But somehow we could just go on with the PCA itself right now, and we could identify 5 best factors out of it with a better loading factors.
But madam, for deciding of those statements, that's your questionnaire, ultimately those statements for your factor analysis, how did you finalize on the scale of measurement?
Ma'am, we took 5, like a scale of 5, starting with strongly agree to strongly disagree, and the scale was based on the LR. We went through different papers. Like I said, we had a Scopus database of 7,000, which I mentioned in the slide also. Out of that, we had a literature-based papers also, and the scale development-based paper also, and inciders and this variable-based papers also. So from there only we took the scale. We have not developed the scale.
Okay. And any operational definition which, madam, you would have made before finalizing 40 statements?
Ma'am, can you simplify the question for me?
See, because when you come down for those statements of factor analysis, first you need to have the parameters in place, right? For getting that parameters in place, you need to have an operational definition. So, do we have that operational definition in the paper which was made?
Ma'am, I have not mentioned it, but we can, because we had kept those criterias that this can be the criteria to write a statement, right? We like into a bunch of group of statements, we kept that we will just go with the excitement, how excitement it creates when you go onto the website and when you click on the chatbot, and if like how much irritation does it, like a feeling kind of or emotion. So we did, but we did not mention it. So yes,
But
ma'am.
what areas you're mentioning that would have directed you towards the same 5 factors because they're not broad, they're still narrow. So maybe you would have come to those factors only after factor analysis. That could have been, I guess, possible after your analysis, right,
Okay.
ma'am? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Akshita. Next, yeah. Now we have a next participant, Twitch. Twitch, are you
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Am I visible?
Yes, you are visible.
Yes, ma'am. I'm presenting. Uh, Hello, everyone. Hello, one and all present here. My name is Dvij Niran Kumar Bhagat. I am a student of Parul University, final year student of Parul University, and I'm pursuing my MBA in HR specialization. And today, my topic of presentation is adoption of AI in artificial intelligence under the guidance of Dr. Sushmita Singh, Assistant Professor. So these are my table of contents, which are followed by introduction of AI and HR practices, objectives, hypothesis, data collection and interpretation, and at last conclusion. So basically, when I say introduction of AI and HR practices, and when I split the phrase by AI and HR practices, these two are not really interconnected. But by the help of AI, it is very well amalgamated, and it has reduced time of human effort in HR practices, like with the help of advanced algorithms, machine learning, which mimics human intelligence and which reduces time. So we can say that AI has upgraded or it has significantly impacted traditional recruitment in HR practices for talent acquisition. So these are my objectives of the study. That is to investigate the current extent of AI adoption, that how many organizations are particularly using AI for their HR practices, and they evaluate the impact of efficiency and effectiveness. If they are using, then what is the impact on efficiency and effectiveness of HR practices. Third is to understand role of human recruiters. Like if some HR person is using AI, then what is his role in AI augmented practice. Fourth is to examine motivators and drivers, that if any organization or any human recruiter is using AI for its recruitment process, then what are the motivators, like why he or she is using AI to impart talent. And fourth is to analyze the impact of AI and fairness. That if we are using AI, then is the process fair or not? Is the process streamlined or not? Now, these are two sets of hypotheses which I have taken in form of null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. The first 1.1 hypothesis says that it analyzes that is AI fair or not, impact fairness or not. And the second is like if there are motivating factors, then are the motivating factors cost saving and competitive advantage or not? Based on the hypothesis, I have conducted a study on primary source of data, which is questionnaire. My method of sampling is convenience sampling. The total sample size is 120 responses. So based on two set of hypotheses, I have selected two set of question for each hypothesis, which indirectly proves or neglects the hypothesis. So for first hypothesis, if I say it measures fairness, then we can say that the first question is how has AI influenced in fairness and objectivity. So majority of the candidates says it has increased fairness slightly, and the second is overall impact. So majority of the candidates saying increased candidate quality slightly. So based on that hypothesis, I have conducted chi-square test or run on SPSS, and I have found that we can see that Pearson value is 0.029, which is less than 0.025. Hence, we can say that alternate hypothesis is accepted and null hypothesis rejected. That means it proves the statement that AI adoption in talent acquisition positively affects the fairness and it is streamlined and equitable process. Now for the second set of hypothesis, which is that what is the role of human recruiter and what are the motivating factors cost saving and to gain competitive advantage or not. So for this, I have selected two questions from my questionnaire. That is, how do you perceive collaboration between human recruiters and AI technology in organization talent acquisition process? Majority of the candidates have shown that there is balanced collaboration between human recruiters and AI. And the second question is, what do you believe primary motivation for your organization to adopt AI? So in that, majority of the first two majority responses are to gain competitive advantage and to reduce cost. Based on that hypothesis, I have again conducted chi-square test, in which the p-value is less than 0.05, that is 0.016. So we can say that null hypothesis is rejected and alternate hypothesis is accepted. So we can say that motivating factors for adopting AI are primarily based on efficiency, cost saving, and competitive advantage as it offers. And at last, I say that findings of the study are that AI for talent acquisition is streamlined, it is unbiased, and it is efficient. The IT which uses AI used AI for resume screening, candidate sourcing. AI improves hiring time, that is reduces time. The challenges is that the challenges are of data privacy and biasness. Though AI is a machine learning process, but it is made by human, but it is developed by human. So there are chances of biasness. And the fourth is HR training. HR training is crucial for AI adoption. If any company is using AI, then training is must. And fourth is benefit is that candidate experience, outcomes, and savings. So at last, I want to conclude with that AI is the most used term in last 2 years, but AI is still underdeveloped. It has still many glitches. the adoption of AI for human recruiters is like a two-sided sword. There are pros, there are cons for HR recruiter. The pros are, as discussed earlier, that it reduces time, it reduces human effort. The cons are that the issue and malpractices of data privacy. So it depends on the recruiter that how he or she wants to use and how much frequently he wants to use in talent acquisition. So that's the topic, and thank you everyone for allowing me to present my topic. Thank you for your time. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Gaj, well presented.
Thank you so much.
Like to know from you that how do you think the AI thing would impact the personal's employment?
Sorry, ma'am, your voice correct.
I'm like, how will this AI of people under HR department?
How is AI impact employment in
Employment.
people? Yeah. So, ma'am, there are various software which are currently in use, like Antelope and HireView. Antelope software is used for the companies to cluster the employees, like based on their uh, ethnicity, based on their demography. So, it is used to bring diversity in human force. And the second is HireView. HireView is used to appoint the appoint to to classify the appointment to like it is like a chatbot that it shows your appointment time. It generates a message that this is your appointment time for interview. So it is quite handy in the view in recruiting human resource.
I'm talking about the people who are already placed, the ones who are employed, right?
Yeah.
How this AI is going to impact them?
Yeah, ma'am, AI can impact both positively and negatively. I will explain how. That for negatively, if they are reluctant to change, then AI can take over their job role. And the second is if the employee wants to upgrade himself or herself, then there are, as I mentioned, that there are courses of AI. So company can do the training that how to adopt AI in HR practices. So by this, the employee can be more upgraded and more developed. So it depends on the nature and the opinion of the individual.
You still feel that the number of human resource required
Yeah.
will remain the same even if all are ready to train themselves?
No, ma'am. I think that it will reduce slightly, but not significantly. Because at the end of the day, AI is created by human itself. So if one can create one thing, that then one can also misuse it for its own benefit. So I think that some way or other, human interaction will remain significant, not as much as it was previous, like for past 4 or 5 years it was there, but it will remain significant because you know that we have the nature of evaluation. That one on paper you are evaluating, and on other in person you are evaluating. So it creates a whole lot of difference. So you that it will reduce slightly, but not significantly.
Just last question.
Yeah.
What tips can you give to people for the talent acquisition while drafting of their resume if it is an AI technology based screening which is going to happen for those resumes?
So, ma'am, I would suggest them to do as much research as possible, to not haste into applying. Just like there are several tools by which if you type the prompt that create a resume for me, the AI will generate a resume. So I think that we should train the employee to bifurcate between which resume is like it has human touch, or which resume is like generated via prompt. So I would like to suggest them that they should practice on how to verify which resume is not proper and which resume is apt. And with the help of, there are many software, that is AI detection test. So if you take a resume and you put in the site of AI detect, that is AI detection.ai, I think. So if you drag and drop the resume in that, it will show the percentage of how much material or how much sentences is taken from AI. So by this we can bifurcate that this resume is not apt and this resume is original. So I would suggest that double check before going to the next step. Screening is must.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Dwej. Now, next participant is Rutuja. Rutuja, along with a guide, Professor Ketan. Okay, ma'am. So, actually, Rutuja is not available. So, because of which now Professor Ketan will be presenting. Yes, ma'am. You are on mute. You are on mute. Navseen, ma'am, you are on mute. Yes.
I'm communicating to one of my
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. So, on behalf of Rituja, it's Professor Ketan who will be presenting. Yes, over to you, Ketan.
Thank you, Arti ma'am. Thank you, Navsin ma'am. This is another topic which is under my guidance. The student has tried study on mapping the intersection of financial inclusion and social inclusion. It is based on comprehensive literature review. Uh, the table of content are as follow: introduction, major literature review, objective hypothesis, research methodology, data analysis, interpretation, recommendation, conclusion, and reference. Coming to introduction, why I took the topic is the reason because the intricate relationship between financial and inclusion of social inclusion, emphasizing that interdependence and mutual reinforcement in promoting economic development and reducing inequality. The This provide the overview of the paper, highlighting the importance of financial inclusion and social as a tool for fostering economic development and reducing the poverty worldwide. It also highlights the objective of the study, which include mapping the interaction between in financial and social inclusion, identifying the challenges and opportunity, offering insight to policymaker and practitioner. Apart from it, by discussing the growing recognition of financial inclusion in academic and political circle, it explains the core concept and dimension about financial and social, and emphasize their interconnectedness. Major review, which is mid 19, it explored the impact of financial inclusion in social empowerment in developing nation. Nothing positive associated between access to finance service and indicator of social inclusion and improved health and education, gender equality. Gupta and Sharma analyzed the microfinance program effectiveness in poverty reduction and social inclusion, highlighting the context-specific intervention and comprehensive support serving as a crucial for sustainable outcome. Jones and Lee 2018 investigated the digital finance service role in rural social connectivity, showcasing how mobile banking foster a social interaction, knowledge sharing, and access to financial resources, and thus promoting social cohesion and inclusion. These are the objective of the study to analyze existing literature on financial inclusion and social inclusion to understand the conceptual framework, key dimensions, and interaction between these two concepts. Second objective was to identify the factor, challenges, and opportunities associated with integrating financial inclusion efforts into broader social inclusion agendas and vice versa, through a comprehensive review of academic research, policy document, and empirical study. Based on this objective, hypothesis was been designed to understand the significant relationship between financial and social inclusion as evident by literature, and same has alternative hypothesis, which to understand the relationship between positive relation between financial inclusion, social inclusion, as again evidenced by the literature. So what we did, we collected hundred employees we using Google Form, non-probability submission mechanic using SPSS 26 for the present study, and we identify the data. I will explain the data in the next slide. We also identified first parameter was to understand the access of banking service. So it was very significant with 65% of percentage in the support. Credit availability, which again was social inclusion part, which again exceeded 72%, more than 50, expected value 50%, which indicate contributions. Seven mechanism is again more than 50%, which is 60%, showcasing role in promoting social inclusion. Insurance coverage, again a strong significance relationship with 68%, which contributing to social inclusion and through enhanced security. Next is digital financial service. Strong association observed agree percentage 75 emphasizing importance in bridging financial gap. Microfinance accessibility despite lower agree percentage 55, there is still significant association to underscore the role of empowering marginalized community. Again, financial literacy program has a 70% highlighting the contribution of economic participation. Government subsidy scheme notable association was 63% indicating role in reducing inequality. In summary of the finding, I would like to say that the intersect closely with social inclusion, emphasizing the need of inclusive policy to promote equitable access to financial resource and broader social inclusion objectives. These are the some of the recommendations which we've highlighted. First is integrated policy framework where government should adopt the policies that prioritize both financial and social inclusion, addressing the barrier in access to financial services, education, healthcare, and social protection. Again, targeted intervention is also necessary to prevent to prioritize intervention of marginalized group with tailored financial product, subsidies, and capacity building initiative. Next, community engagement. Engage local community in designing and implementing initiatives for ownership, sustainability, and relevance. Financial education program to educate the individuals so that they can be accessible to invest and cultural. Partnership and collaboration to foster more innovations from government, financial inclusion, civil society, and private sector to develop successful intervention. Data collection and research, continuously collect the data and conduct research to monitor progress, identify the gap, and inform evidence-based policy making. Policy advocacy, advocate for policy reform, prioritize increasing financial regulation, consumer protection measure, and social safety net. Again, last, inclusive of technology solution, develop inclusive financial product and service leveraging technology to reach underserved population. So overall, it is implementing that recommendation will advance financial and social inclusion objective, fostering inclusive design society for all individuals and to thrive. In last, I would like to conclude the research. Uh, is like key finding of the study and reflect the importance of the adopting holistic approach to inclusive development. It underscored the need of collaborative efforts to advance the shared objective to financial inclusion. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Ketan.
Yes, Ketan, if given a chance, how will you work for the financial inclusion schemes which are already there? What do you think what needs to be done from the government's end?
Ma'am, you are right. Financial inclusion scheme is already like Jan Dhan Yojana, which Narendra Modi introduced to access poor people for banking scheme. But ma'am, this scheme are not actually effective. If you see, account has just been open, and but there is no transaction. If we still go in villages, people still don't know how to use QR codes for the payment transaction. So this is the major setback for us, even after having this thing. And my research also focus after reviewing a major literature that to help the policymaker, credit society, accessibility to banking, and this will also impact on their survey mechanism, insurance coverages, digital financial services, bring social gender equality, and also help people to evaluate from poverty and with better government policies. Correct.
What about on the work towards social inclusion? And do you think we need to do any special initiative be taken for it, or you will still say that it's a quite an interlinked concept with financial inclusion?
Yes, ma'am, it is interlinked. After the studies, ma'am, it is 100% interlinked concept with financial inclusion because how much we will give to the society, society will ask more, right? They will never have a open mindset like we should also closely work with the government party, private party to bring new changes. So if you only give finance and ask people, then they will take it. But if you make those people work to get those finance, there will be definitely improvement in social inclusion, madam.
Yes, thank you, Ketan.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ketan. Now we are moving ahead with our next participant, and she is Pinky Netwani. Uh, Pinky has already recorded her presentation and she has forwarded to us. So we will be playing that video first and then we'll have a Q&A session. Okay, ma'am. So I just request Vibhor sir to please play the recording.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So
Ma'am,
from our end,
can
we
I
will be...
present?
Yes, sure,
Ma'am, can
sure.
I present?
Sure, ma'am. So do you have the
Okay, ma'am.
PPTs and you'll
Yes,
be
ma'am, it's ready.
fine, ma'am. Sure. So from your end, you can run the PPTs, ma'am, now.
Just a minute, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Ma'am, not yet. Yes, yes, it's
Is,
in
is
process.
it
Yes,
visible, ma'am?
it's visible.
Okay. Good afternoon, all. Myself, Pinky Nanwani, Assistant Professor from CP Patel and FS Shah, Autonomous College, Anand, Vidyanagar, Anand, Gujarat. That is, my topic is Atmanirbhar Bharat. But before going to that topic, I would like to say something about Amritkal. Amritkal is the concept introduced by Shri Narendra Modi on India's 75th Independence Day. And he wants a new India, and he has a vision to develop India up to 2047. And he wants to make India develop not only economically but in infrastructure and technological advancement. Now, if I'm talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat means self-reliant Bharat, not depending on other countries but standing by itself. And this concept was introduced by Modi ji on May 12th, 2020 during COVID. And he wanted that as people are suffering, they are sitting at home jobless. They should do something so that they can uh, earn something. And for that, this concept was introduced. Atmanirbhar Bharat stands on five pillars introduced by Narendra Modi, that is, change in economy, change in infrastructure, change in technology, change in demography and demand. And that is the objective of my study is to understand the idea of Atmanirbhar as introduced by Narendra Modi ji. Second, to expand the pathway, how Modi, that is PM, introduced Atmanirbhar, that is of India, and to highlight the initiative which are introduced by Modi ji about action taken by current government for Viksit Bharat also. In this in this research, I have gone through many literatures, and even I have referred many economic journals, political related blogs, and different websites to go through my research. And that is the thought and contribution which has made India Atmanirbhar Bharat, according to Modi ji, cover main changes like first, the basic principles introduced by Modi ji, change in education, change in poverty, universality, change in sustainability, transformation of India, and creation of wealth. If I am talking about the basic principle which is introduced by Modi ji, is first is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Second principle which Modi followed is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. Third, voice of developing world and keeping human in center. The second change which he introduced in education is new education policy, a national education policy. In that, he has introduced schooling, that is age limit of students, Diksha, national book promotion policy, and also given importance to vocational education. Modi ji also believed that to bring change in education policy, higher education, there should be, he introduced National Research Foundation and startup program for college students. He also introduced PARAK, that is Performance Assessment Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development. That is in holistic education also, government gave importance that not only male should be given importance, but female child should also be given importance during education. Government not only focused on student, but he also focused on teachers. That is, national professional standard has been decided by government to select the teachers so that they can guide student properly. For that, TET exam has been compulsory. To boost Indian language in education, government gave importance to mother language up to standard 5th. Then he also gave importance to three languages, that is Hindi, English and mother tongue. Government also introduced and promoted foreign languages for students like Korean, Thai, Japanese, and so on. Then moving towards making technological more uplift, government gave importance to digital infrastructure and gave importance to artificial intelligence. Government also started many e-learning platforms like Swayam and Diksha. He also gave importance that in education, educational software should be utilized. To reduce poverty, government introduced many schemes like Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, PM Awas Yojana, PM Ujjwala Yojana, Ayushman Bharat Card, PM Swanidhi Yojana, PM Janman Yojana, PM Vishwakarma Yojana, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Jandan Yojana, and many more. Then he also introduced Vande Bharat train to support the poor. Even Universality of India, according to Modi ji, for that he first took the initiation of making Ram Mandir, and he believed that unity in is diversity, and that is how he supported different people. For sustainability, government introduced PM Kusum scheme, solar pumps, chemical-free national farming, LED bulbs, International Solar Alliance, then high-level principle on life, that is lifestyle for environment. He also believed that sustainability can be achieved only if not only some people are working for it, but gender equality and women empowerment will be more important to achieve sustainable development goals. Then transformation can be seen that Modi ji gave importance to women and girl child by providing different schemes like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Kastuvar Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas, Mahila Police Voluntaries, Mahila Shakti Kendra, Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. He also gave importance to small vendors and he gave importance to entrepreneurship by initiating vocal for local, make in India, different startups, and for rural development, he introduced Garib Kalyan Rozgar Yojana and Garib Kalyan Abhiyan. Creation of wealth, that is, government believed that to make India Atmanirbhar, he said that wealth creation is absolutely important and those who create wealth are in India should be respected. And he also believed that not only Indians should invest by paying tax, but he also believed that different people from different country should invest in India. And for that, he introduced many summits like G20 and Vibrant Gujarat. He also believed that to make India Atmanirbhar, there should be changes in different regulations, licensing, then special economic zone, and so on. So, lastly, I would like to conclude that definitely whatever changes are being introduced by Modi ji are the pathway which Modi ji followed of Gandhi ji of making India Atmanirbhar, and we will definitely able to achieve our goal of Viksit Bharat and Viksit Bharat in 2047. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, madam. That
Yes,
presented
ma'am.
is a first paper with completely secondary data, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, madam, as you are already a faculty, as you mentioned, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you look upon NEP, a topic which is running as fire nowadays?
Madam,
Right?
as I am also a lecturer, I can see that if we are giving importance to vocational education, that is, if we go through that is previous education, it is not that much fruitful. But if we give importance to NEP, startup will be given importance, and due to that, student can go with one 1 year study, 2 year study, and 4 year studies also. And they will get many options to study. That is, even science student can go with commerce subjects, and commerce can go with different art subjects also. So it is definitely going to help India.
And how will you try to link what is the things that we need to inculcate in the students in order to make them to go towards the startup side?
That is, madam, first of all, we will have to find out that what are the interests of students. And that is, there are many students who have ideas. So we will have to find out their hidden qualities, and we should support them for startups. And that is, there are many examples which are the examples of startup. That is, there is a small girl who introduced that when she was very small and she was drinking water, she was not able to drink water due to high level of water supply. So she initiated that the supply should not be in this way, but it should be slanting so that people who are of short heighted, they can get the benefit of drinking water. So there are many ideas in students which are to be brought out through this anyway.
Sure, madam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So here we come to the end of the conference. Is there any participant who is left who wants to present? Maybe he or she did not get any opportunity, or maybe due to internet connectivity issue, they were not able to present. Is there anybody who is interested? If not, then we wind up our conference. Now, over here, we are onto the stage of coming onto the Best Research Paper Award. And for that, I do require some time. I'll be taking the data from our evaluators. So I need to have 5 minutes. Into these 5 minutes, we'll conclude the person who's getting the Best Research Paper Award. And I would invite my director who will be coming over here, and he'll be announcing the Best Research Paper Award. Okay, so just give me 5 minutes. Till then, you can take a break and can come back and join. Okay, thanks a lot.
मुझे तो ऐसा जरूरत नहीं है
Yes. So we are back again into our validatory session. And before the starting of the validatory session, we will be announcing the Best Research Paper Awards, the most awaited part of the conference. All the participants have performed very well. All the students as well as the faculties into both the categories, they have put a lot of efforts, presented it very well. It was a very difficult decision to take it, but finally we have come on to the conclusion. And for that, I would request our director, Sir Hiresh Luhar, to please announce the Best Research Paper Awards. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Arti. Audible, lady? Yeah. I think with a rigorous practice and this seventh International Research Conference, we concluded very well. Everyone has performed and presented in a very nicely and wonderful manner. And this today's International Research Conference will definitely an eye-opener for the researchers. The winners for this International Research Conference under the faculties member, again under the faculties. First prize goes to Akshita Thakur. Thakkar, yes. Akshita Thakkar. I congratulate Akshita.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. And with the second prize goes to under the faculty Lakshmi. Yeah, she's yeah. Okay, she's Lakshmi, and the consolations prize goes to Ketan Rabhadia, Professor Ketan Rabhadia, and considering his best presentations, Ketan presentations and the qualities of the papers also. So third, that is the consolations prize goes to Ketan Rabhadia. Okay. Under now, Dr. Arti Sharma will go to the students category.
Yes, sir. So into the students category, we had many participants. Out of those participants, the very first best research paper award goes to Rutuja. Rutuja, guided by Professor Ketan Rabhadia. And the second best research paper award into the students category goes to Palak Joshi. Palak, are you there? I don't think so. Palak too hasn't, is not there. Okay, so these are the various awardees. Congratulations to all of them. They have really performed very well. Now I come to the, is there any participant who would like to share their experience, any feedback they would like to give over here? Any participant sharing
Ma'am,
their
may I?
experiences? Yes, Aksita ma'am.
Ma'am, first of all, I thank all the organizers, sir, madam, to you too. And I really appreciate the way the complete conference had been held. Like from the recording of the video, like we never thought that due to technical glitch, we could have such an idea also. So I really appreciate. And when I had a word with Arti ma'am, I think I that time also shared the same thing with her that ma'am, this is really amazing, because many time it happens we are out of the internet connections and we are not able to present it properly. So I thank you so much. A wonderful experience was there, and a lot of learnings also while I was listening to all the participants presenting their papers. Thank you so much again, once again, to everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Apart
you,
from this, anyone? Or we conclude?
Yeah, if there's nobody, I would like to request Professor Vibhor to present a vote of thanks. Yes, over to you, Professor Vibhor.
It's non-audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think it was a great learning session for all of us, and I thank, on behalf of VIVA Institute of Management and Research, our director, Dr. Luhar sir, our co-convener of the event, Dr. Arti Sharma, Dr. Ketan, Rabhadia, and all the participants that are present here. And I uh, thanks to all the management committee and all the colleagues that make this event successful. And congratulations to all the winners of this event. Uh, and I think in future we will be conducting more of these events, and the participations will be higher in the next round. So thanks to all of you.
Thank you, Vibhor sir. Thank you so much. Behind this whole conference, it was Vibhor sir who was working a lot onto the internet and the all connectivities, etc. Thank you so much for cooperating with us. Now, there is one thing, that is a feedback form which will be forwarded into the WhatsApp group also, as well as onto this platform also. Okay, so you need to fill it up. It's a compulsion, like because of which then we will be able to provide you these certificates. So I request everybody to fill the feedback form. Another thing, it is the publications. Okay, for publications, your research paper, we will be connecting you and we will be sharing the data of the publisher to your into your email, as well as your information, your data, the email addresses, etc., would be forwarded to the publisher. So he will be connecting with you. There are number of journals, and into those research journals, you can select into which particular journal you would like to publish your paper. Okay, so that is onto you, which particular journal you use to publish your research paper. Okay, so here we come to the end
Yes,
of this
Arti.
conference.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Arti. In the publications, institute has our own publication house. So in the proceedings also, and institute has the ISBN number also. So you can publish in that also. And one more thing, very soon the institute will get the PhD research centers. So uh, we are means today is the 7th International Research Conference we concluded, and every year you must be knowing that we do the faculty development programs also. We are wholehearted works for the faculties. We provide the opportunities to the researchers and also the platform where they can get the knowledge also, and wherever in best manner what we can provide the facilities and the support, we try our best. So always we are the open minded. Whatever the suggestions, anyone. It's not about today you may be the faculty, the next you will be the next level also. So the young blood is always the new means initiatives that we should know actually, because at the age at the particular levels we may be unaware, but the new journey, the new peoples, they know what is to be done actually. So I request everyone, those who have the open suggestions, we welcome actually. Also, Dr. Navsin Mistry, do you have any kind of the suggestions for this platform?
No, sir, I have a big congratulations to give it to you for your research center. You have been constantly working for research. I've seen you, you're regular in that FDP sessions, and the quality of the papers are also very good.
Yeah.
So that is always there. A big congratulations first to sir. You'll have a very dynamic leader leading the team, and you can see the changes which is happening every single time I visit Viva. Again, there is some change which is awaiting.
Yeah, change is the permanent because.
Yes, and along with them, you have a really good team working for you.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's more
Congratulations.
important, the dedications to the work and knowing the peoples is more important actually.
Yes, you have to identify correctly and get it done. I know what challenge are you going through as a leader. You have been constantly being there. A number of times you have even supported me in my things also. So thank you, sir. Congratulations first for your research center and for the conference too.
Will get actually means it's applied, and definitely means committee will see as a positive note, and will soon means applied. It means definitely will get actually.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Dr. Arti, Navsin, and Vibhor.
Yes, everyone. Feedback form is has been circulated in the chat box, and it will be circulated in your WhatsApp groups also. Please fill it. It is mandatory for this conference. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks all the participants. Thank you so much being a part of this conference. So here we declare the end of our conference. Once again, thanks.